All right, all right. Welcome. Wait, hold on. Dang it. All right. Welcome in, welcome in. How ya doing? How you doing? I'm Lord Generic, your Terracotta Warrior, and we're back with Factorio. So, I know some might be asking, some might be wondering, Lord Generic, why did you abandon us? Why did you disappear for a little while? Well, you see, in the simplest of terms, I was really EP yesterday. I was like exhausted. I don't even couldn't even tell you why, honestly. I was simply exhausted. And so I decided that valor is the better part of wisdom, and I went to sleep. That's it. That's it. That's actually the whole story. I just was really tired, so yeah. How you doing though? How you doing? Okay. So, I'll admit I have been doing a bit of Factorio play. I've been doing a bit of Factorio play in the background, and it's fine. It'll be fine. So, I've mostly been cleaning things up, automating a few things we never had time to on stream. You see, I kept telling y'all it's not that I didn't want to do things, that we didn't have time, right? I did poke at drones a little, not gonna lie. Still don't entirely understand them. Time to riot. It's always time to riot. Rioting's fun. You should always riot, frankly. But yeah, so I've mostly been cleaning things up. I haven't really progressed. I mean, research has progressed a little, but I haven't even bothered to look at it, frankly. We just have so much stuff to do. And the main things I've been doing is honestly a ton of busy work and sealing off the base because there's bugs everywhere, and I'm so tired of midstream having to drop everything and run somewhere to go stop like one bug. You know what I mean? I'm just like, all right, I am so done with doing that over and over and over and over again that I decided, all right, I'm just gonna go finish this and call it a day and be practical about things. I'm just gonna go be practical about these things because it's not worth it. And I felt that we were really spending a lot more time than I wanted to, constantly going back and doing that. So yeah. Also, I'm hiding the fact that I'm handcrafting literally like an hour worth of items while I do this because it's just, small cleanup things I needed. Mostly repair kits, I'm not gonna lie. And I know y'all will freak it if you see. Y'all gonna lose it. It's fine, it's fine. If I drag on long enough, it'll be done handcrafting and no one will be, all of y'all will be none the wiser, trying to say. Y'all gonna be none the wiser, and therefore, it'll be okay. Right? Probably not. Whatever. Whatever. But beyond all of that, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Oh god, I've been playing too much Vintage Story. Got, start up the server, and there's just so much to do in that game. Really been enjoying it though. Love me some Vintage Story. Absolute delight of a game. It is a time vampire though. A few people I invited did have to turn me down because they were simply like, I don't got that kind of time. And you know what? 100%. 100% get it, You really don't got that kind of time. It takes a lot. Beyond that, though, I think it's been going pretty good. And Pathfinder-wise, haven't really had as much chance as I hoped. Haven't really had as much time as I'd hoped to record stuff for Investigator. Next up is Investigator. It should be pretty fast and easy to do. I just need to sit down and, actually do it, which has been the whole problem. Because, I don't know. I'll be honest, I just think Vintage Story instead. Tomorrow, though, I think I'll have a little bit of time to do that recording work. Shouldn't take me more than like an hour, right? So it should be pretty easy. And we're doing some Grand Archive tomorrow. Have a delightful little collab, a Grand Archive game. The little format that I like to call Teach Me Your Deck. My idea was that basically the players give the other player their deck, and the goal is to bring something you like that's cool and fun, but something that the other player can manage to win with, right? So it's a mix of like complexity versus showing off your favorite stuff. That was the idea. I hope it's going to work out. I think it'll be fun. But beyond that, beyond what that is all and whether or not it will be fine, why don't we? God, I'm trying to stall for time for this handcrafting to finish so that you do not all forget. But whatever, let's hop into Satisfaction. Sorry. Let's hop in to Factorio. That's what I wanted to say. Up into Factorio. Let's pick a different music. Classic Command and Conquer. That sounds like a good time. Let's go with that. All right, let's hop into Factorio and hey, let's spend some time in the factory. You know? All right, so don't mind me handcrafting in the bottom left 1,000 repair packs. I have been scattering a couple drone ports. I figured out that the drone ports do repair, like they're good for making automated repair stations for front lines, which made sense to me. Let me turn that down. Which made sense to me. By the way, you can always tell me if my music is too loud. I swear it's always louder on stream than it is on my end. Couldn't tell you why. Oh well. But we have really built a big wall to just cover the entirety of the base. We have completely encapsulated because I am so tired of bugs getting in. There's just one little area with a hole left that I gotta plug. Frankly, I should just sweep up these nests and secure that uranium anyways, rather than trying to be fancy with it, you know? I should just be smart about it. How am I capable of being smart? Remains to be seen. Remains to be seen. But we also have quite a bit of other things to do, really. So, research-wise, I got a decent amount of research done while I was doing it. It is a little slow. These are researches that are, frankly, really long-term. They are not intended to go very quickly, I can tell. And, oh my god, the engines have backed up again. Why does it do that sometimes? I don't know. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Wait. What the fuck? Why would that be full of engines? That doesn't make any sense. All right, well, let's go clean out the blue producer, I guess. As I'm like, ah, yes, I can figure out why this is broken. Takes one look and is just like, why the fuck is that broken? That makes no sense. I know why this is busted. I have no idea why this is busted. All right, well, we'll hop on over. And I've automated a couple more things. Automated some weapons. Automated some, like, nothing new, right? Just trying to clean up things I was hand cranking out because I didn't need that much. Or sometimes things where it is automated somewhere, but the place it's automated is so far away and so awkward, it was frankly not really worth the effort. The juice wasn't worth the squeeze, right? So we cleaned that up, and now I don't really know what to do next. Got a lot of basic resources available to us at this point, but I couldn't tell you what our next plan ought to be. Couldn't tell you, quite simply. Do I have any? These have no fuel. Could toss them. Go ahead and take the fuel out of the car. That's never ended badly for anyone. That's never ended badly for anyone. Just go ahead and... Oh, whatever. Oop. Ah, you're also stopping. I see. Wow. All right, let's go clean our blue manufacturer and figure out what we're going to do. I really haven't been looking, so I couldn't tell you what the best next step even would be. I couldn't tell you. All right, there we go. Cleaned. Why was that a problem? Why were those there? Not a clue in the world. Not a clue in the world. Oh, yeah, but there's like a couple more every once in a while. Why? All right, let's go track this down. So it's coming from the reds. How is... Oh, son of a bitch. There we go. Oh, that was poking it. It was poking it, and the occasional one slipped on. Found the problem. Found the problem. So, we should be good from now on. Thank God. Thank God. You know, it does suck to have obvious problems hitting you, but it feels real good when you fix them. It does feel pretty good when you fix them, I'm not gonna lie. All right, let me slam some speed packs into here. I've been making a lot of speed modules just to kind of juice my production. We were at a point where things like energy mattered. Not anymore. Not anymore. So, doesn't make sense to me. That's what I figure. Beyond that, honestly, everything's going great. I expanded our production a little bit. If anything, we're kind of low on copper coil. Surprisingly, we're actually low on copper coil. Can I fit a little more copper coil production in here? I think I can. I think just barely that I can. Not there, but definitely here. Definitely. It's just going to be really tough getting it out. We'll have to bloop. Move these up by 1. There we go. And... bada boom. All right, not bad. That should help. That should help indeed. Okay, that should help indeed. That's why, kind of why I didn't bother earlier to increase my production line, because it was a big thing of like, oh, I could increase production, but how do I tell if it's sufficient? You know, how do I tell if it's too much? Because I was choked. All right, too much copper. Now I don't have enough. So, make it a little more, and it'll just do what it does. It'll handle itself. Another 16 should help. All right. But we got a lot going on. We got a lot to do. Research-wise, we have mining productivity, steel plate productivity. When is Timberborn 1? Is Timberborn out? I haven't bought it. I don't own Timberborn yet is the big issue. We'll figure it out one day. We gotta finish Factorio first. We do have to finish Factorio first. So what can we research? We don't have that much. Elevated rail, neat. Not needed, but neat. Faster trains. Bulk inserter capacity. Again, I don't build bulk inserters. I just don't see a reason, frankly. And worker robot cargo size. Nothing here is important. I feel bad saying it, but I do legitimately believe that nothing here is actually that important. So we're kind of done on research. I think at this point, I could figure out how to make yellow research. That would make sense as our next step. So I can make better assembling machines. Speed modules. Ugh. Ugh. What do I need for yellow research? Robot frames. I missed the promotion. What promotion? What's the promotion? Was it on sale or something? I don't know. Yeah. So flying robot frames, low density structure, and processing units. So I need blue chips. Take sulfuric acid, circuits. Well, the good news is I do have everything I need to make that. Bad news is that it sounds like a pain in my ass. The bad news is, where did I leave my tank? No, that's a car. Some random junk in it. I had my tank. My tank is all sorts of upgraded. He's got to be somewhere. Couldn't tell ya. Gotta be along the line, though. It wouldn't be anywhere else. I sort by vehicle? It would be nice if I could sort by vehicle. I'm kind of shocked you can't. Weird. Experimentals in 1.0. Aha! It's not out yet. You don't got me. Got him. Can't get me with that. It's not even out. All right. Well, again, I could have sworn my tank was here. Oh, there it is. Where I was building stuff. Before we started back up. Because I didn't do any work today. I really have some work I need to do, but it's all very simple, and I was just deeply unmotivated. I'll admit I was feeling lazy. So, yeah, I guess next step in Factorio is to figure out low-density structures, processing units, and from there, you know, what happens, happens, right? So we get blue chips, we get low-density structures going, and then we're good to go. I do have one thing, like... Yeah, we don't... Like, I'm eating up all the green because I have a green and a red chip output here. I might limit these or get rid of them in the future because it's eating up so much. But at the very moment, we're still doing okay. I need more batteries. Can I fill the rest of this with batteries? These drones are eating me out of house and home, let me tell you. I'm gonna need a little bit of steel. Oop. Need a little bit of steel. I kind of miss my night vision. I'm missing my night vision, which is surprising. That's not normally something I miss. But, yeah, we got a lot of advanced builds. The big reason I went and I worked to automate plastic production in a big way is simply that I felt we were reaching a point where I could not... This place is a fucking mess is the answer. It's way too small for what I'm doing with it. So we went and I'm basically expanding main production over to the right. We're going to make all of our big things here. We're going to make our structures and all that stuff. And then I'll figure out what to do with it then. Maybe we move some things, but it's kind of a whatever at that point. What matters is that we figure it out then, right? So we got plastic. We got some sulfur. Not a lot of sulfur. Why you not? Oh, we're out of gas. It's up gas. Yeah, but either way, we got plastic. We got sulfur. We got everything a growing factory wants for building thingies. So, one thing at a time. Let's go ahead and build some low-density structures. And then I gotta automate an ungodly number an ungodly number of electronic circuits and advanced circuits that we can make it into processing units. Gonna be a pain, but should be fairly doable, I think. Should be fairly doable long term. If anything, I might need more sulfur. Oh, right. The reason I need a bit more sulfur is because I ran out of chem plants. Let's just go ahead and make those 4 more chem plants. While I'm at it, let's just go ahead and make those, huh? That'll make life better. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, got some load trains. I'm trying to mass produce things enough that I can start filling. Who is jamming up the works? Ah, our fuel depot is empty. Okay. Okay. It's time to get rid of that fuel depot. Ah, the singular oil node we use for fuel. I always knew you would fail me one day. What a shame. Goodbye. All right, we're switching to mass coal power. There's no other choice. We are back on mass coal power for fuel. That's how it's going to have to be. It's okay. At least the trains are moving. Probably should expand how much coal we have accessible. All I've done is move the problem over. They're just all going to be running to the right side, but that's okay. At least it goes kind of... Why didn't I put a box there? Whoops. Oops. Oopsie. Haha. All right. Well, doesn't matter. So, move some goods. Let's move some goods, shall we? Anyways, one thing at a time. Low density structures. What's this one? Copper, steel, plastic. I have all of those. I have a big line here with copper, iron, and steel. Or copper and iron. Let's go ahead. We have our steel. We have our plastic. I think it makes more sense to bring copper down and do it all on site. Makes more sense to me to bring the copper down, split our plastic over, and do it all on site. So we have steel. Ooh, got a bunch of steel nodes. We got... Actually, let's be a little smarter about this. I'm going to run them down. Run a guy like that, and bada bing, bada boom. Now they are combined. Perfect. Got our combined node, and now I need to bring copper down, which is why we created space. I can do this. Perfect. All right. How many low-density structures do I need is the question. I'm guessing they're pretty useful. I'm guessing these things are used in extreme bulk at some point. But, do we just build out? I build out the whole way? Why not? We'll go ahead and do 9. Do 9 constructors. That seems like a lot. It's probably not, but it feels like a lot. So if I need more, we build more, right? And 9 structures. I upgrade this to tier 3 producers at some point when I have access to that level of tech. Should be okay. My only concern is honestly that I'm building walls that's going to make it a total pain in the butt to get things out. To like drive my car and tank around. I'm trying to be a little more aware of that, but well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Bloop. What's being damaged? Oh, yeah, you're fine. All right, low density structures. Pretty easy. Those ones aren't bad. Not bad at all. If I wanted, I could totally set it up so we can do another line. You know what? You know what? Why not? Why not? Let's do a second line of low density structures. That just, I mean, I'm guessing this is something you need an excessive amount of, you know? This seems like the kind of thing that you'll need an excessive number of in the future. So let's just do it in bulk. Let's just go ahead, do it in bulk now, rather than later, and be happier for it. I probably don't have enough plastic production for this extreme degree of production, but that's okay, because that only matters if I'm running every single manufacturing plant at all times. I don't really intend to be doing. We'll make a lot, but if I need to ship in more supplies, then we just have to adjust at that time. Then we will adjust to do exactly that. Okay. Fuck. Then we'll throw in an efficiency because I have it, and then we'll speed it up. All right. How much does this make? 0.06 a second. Oh. I see. Well, it's a good thing I oh. Guess we are right to build the second set of them. Good lord. So those are incredibly slow. Good to know. But we are done with low density structure. So in order to get yellow, in order to get our P yellow science, the beautiful, beautiful science, we need robot frames, which we have. Maybe not enough, but we do have them. Processing units and low density structures. Processing units are pretty easy themselves, just being combining red circuits and blue circuits, which means I need to make, green and red circuits to make a blue circuit. It's not hard, it's just a pain. But the good news is I've been making an excessive, some would say unhealthy amount, downright unhealthy amount of copper wire. So we got a lot of copper wire getting pumped, and we're just going to keep expanding this. Because what do we need for green circuits? Iron plates and copper cable. Goody! We got that. We got exactly that. Let's go ahead and build it out a little, huh? Go ahead, build it out a little, and get some work done. All right. So what do we need? We need you to go there. Now we are going to split this because... Hold on, I gotta figure this out. Hop over, okay. We are going to need the copper cable to go on for another project later down the line. So let's go ahead, make that, and then use it. There we go. There we go. And toss in a splitter. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Unfortunately, I think we might want to move this down a little. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's move it down. There we go. Well, I don't have to do that, do I? And just... There we go. Cool. Alright. We need enough space. Actually... Did I actually run out of assemblers? Oh, I did. I'm making them some. Oh? I know I am. There's the furnace. The assemblers are over there. Let's go grab some more. Wow. Whoa. Reminds me, I had ammo. There we go. I have tank shells being produced in bulk again. Yippee! I can stop using the other cheaper ammos and spam tank shells. Thank God. At last. That's why I did it off stream though, because it wasn't fancy. It was just a while. One of the things of just like, I'd like to do this, but you know, we got so much stuff to do. We got so much to do. Wait. Oh. I got... Why? I don't know, man. Alright, anyways. Got our constructors. I don't know what that thing was freaking over. I'm just gonna kill it and move on. Alright. So, how y'all doing? Y'all got anything fun going on? Anything fun going on for anyone? Honestly, for myself, I'm just really legitimately gotta get this Pathfinder stuff done. It's not like, how to say, I want to sound dismissive. It's not important. That sounds very dismissive. You're right. But it's not, right? It's not important that I get this stuff done in any main amount of time. It's just kind of a pride thing, frankly. I just want to get Investigator done so I can move on to the next thing. And I wasn't sure what to do next. At least in Pathfinder terms. I think build-wise I'm speaking for the Lord Generic RPG channel where I make Pathfinder content for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. If you're not familiar, hey, drop by, say hi. It's a heroic fantasy RPG, very similar to like Dungeons and Dragons. That is the easiest way to describe it. It's a lot of fun. It's one I very much am a fan of, very fond of it. Mostly because I've played so many of them growing up that when you find one that you think is good, you learn to cling to it because God, good Lord, let me tell you, some of the editions of Dungeons and Dragons throughout the years they've been rough, man. They've been rough. They're not always winners. Dungeons and Dragons is such a beloved classic. What they don't tell you is it's a beloved classic that is, for most of its history, been kind of bad. I'll say it. A lot of Dungeons and Dragons throughout history, it hasn't been the best system. 3rd edition it made waves when it first came out, but looking back at it, I think it's safe to say that it's not the strongest. It's got issues. Let's just put it at that. Alright, let's do another set of lines. So, what I'm doing here is I am building green circuits because, good God, we're gonna need them. You need so many green circuits for so many things. We're just setting out 4 lines. Gonna do, was that 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go ahead and just do another one. We'll do a full 40. I am doing 40 sets of circuits. I don't care, like, we're just gonna have to do it. I don't think there's any way around it because green circuits are rough, dog. They are rough. Getting enough of these things, ooh, miss me with that. It's not a good time. You always need these in such tremendous amount. So let's just do it this way and call it a day. Let's just get it done and call it a day. Well, also looks a little cleaner when I do it this way. If I actually set it up correctly, which I won't. But if I did, it would be really nice. I'm not doing it well, but if I did, it'd be very nice. And the speed modules will help it up. I think the speed modules, what are they? 20% extra speed, so that's 40% extra speed times 40. That's like having another line of these producers entirely. That's a pretty big value add. Pretty big speed gain, if I do say so myself. I think we're doing pretty good here. Alright, the only problem is we're kind of just eating up massive amounts of feed, right? But we got our greens done. what do we need now for advanced circuits? The red circuits, which will be another set of layers. That's right, another set of layers entirely. Well, first off, we've got to move this gosh darn plastic over. No way around that. And we're going to have to move the copper cable, which we have right, where was it? Here. Perfect. Perfect. All right, we got plastic. We got copper. Someone is under attack. Oh, it's okay. Those guys have auto repair, so I don't care. But yeah, we got everything we need. Time to start spamming even harder. It is time to spam even harder. Let's do a bit of a gap. I want to make a little bit more space. And then we'll do, God, do we do another 40? Honestly, 1, 2, 3. I think we do. No, wait, we need 4. 4. I think we do for reds. It's bad. It's bad. Reds are rough in terms of output. Need so much, so many of them for red circuits. And this is one of those things where I wanted to do this because I know in the future we're going to just need them, you know? We're going to need them no matter what. So better we spam them. Though the resources are a bit of a pain. So maybe instead of getting super crazy with it, we should practice a bit of prudence. That's right, we should practice a bit of wisdom, is what I'm thinking. All right, the plastic, we don't have enough plastic coming in. We don't have enough. Sadly, the offloading of gas is not sufficient in this case. Wow, wait, really? I don't have a radar station there? Just toss one down. Yo, there we go. Yeah, offloading of gas is not quite sufficient. There's a good chance. Let's go ahead, toss down another set of pumps. I don't entirely know why I have them set up like this. There we go. There we go. Okay. So that should be able to store a lot more. Should be able to get a little more out quickly. And these will only grab the correct gas. I don't want to somehow accidentally get the wrong thing. That would be, that'd be atrocious, wouldn't it? Anyways, got our plastic storage at least. Certainly got enough to ship out via train. Good God. Certainly got enough for train shipment. But let's get these reds moving, huh? Let us get these reds moving. Need here. A split here. Boop. I do like... No, I think something that is very easy to understate in terms of the value of Factorio is there's this clickiness. Every time you put things down, it has this sticky feeling and a strong click-clack sound. And I would say that's something that is very important not to underestimate in terms of... That's something where it really does help the game feel good as you slap things on the ground because of that clicky effect. Makes a difference, is what I'm trying to say. Makes a real difference in the... Now, we need to combine all of our green circuit production. Let's not be dumb. Let's do it properly. Which is to say, bloop, 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 bloop. Why, yes, it is horrifying. Don't look at me. I'm not the one who decided to make it how belts work in this game. I am not the one who determines how the belts turn. I mean, I kind of am, but you know what I mean. I didn't choose this. It was thrust upon me. It was forced upon me. And now that's what we have to deal with. Yes. Alright, let's get some set up. So with this many reds, I could put in speed modules, because reds make what? 0.12 a second. They're very inefficient. But instead of speed modules, because we have 40 of these up and running, we want to not only use some, but ship others out. I am thinking, maybe I do productivity. Maybe I reduce their speed even more to increase their material efficiency. Because with the way we're running out of plastic. I'm using too much plastic for the amount I have available. Speaking of which, let's double check. Oh, I think we're choking. Ah, we choked. All right. Got to go fix that up in a little bit. We got to go fix that up. We are not getting the level of material we need to. We are simply... God, and I make all that fuel. And for what, I ask? For what? It doesn't get used. It doesn't get used. But why? But why does it not get used? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Just seeing as the world of Factorio decides to not use my stuff. Alright. It's fine. I guess. Actually, you know what? No, it's not fine. Darn annoying is what. Okay. Is that gonna be enough? I'm just trying to get this set up before I move out, you know? I don't want to have to come back here, and I just want it to be running. Go fix things. Such is our call. Such is the need of true engineering, which is that all your shit that should be working, it ain't. Why is it not? That's for you to figure out and for others to complain about as you figure it out. Every time. Every time. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Loop. All right. Wow, I'm going to need more long grabbers, I think. He thinks I shall need the long grabbers. Ah, well. All right. All right. Got all of that. Got all of that. Okay. That's good. Red. So we have mass red. We have mass green. We're doing good. We're doing good. You know, if I just scatter a single speed onto each of them and then put productivity in the last slots, we'll be doing a lot better. We'll actually be doing a lot better. This is much more efficient, I think, to mix them rather than stack them. So, yeah, let's do it that way. Oh, you do have to be careful, though, because you will sometimes put them in the hands of the little guys. You don't mean to. All right, more power. Thank God, because apparently my batteries don't keep up. They don't get charged enough by the solar panels. All right. Oh, I'm running faster. These use... Oh, those do use... Exoskeletons use electricity. I didn't realize that. I'll admit I didn't realize that. Okay. Okay. So, what were we going to go fix? Right. Oil production. Oil production. All right. I'm gonna need some more oil refineries. I don't have any of those. We need bricks. Really? Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna need oil refineries. No, I need chem plants. Oh. Yeah. Wait, so I can crack heavy oil down to light. Yep, okay. Need some chem plants. Perfect. I can make 5. All right, let's head out. Got all we need. We'll take the car because it's a lot faster. I know we can get a faster tank later on, but at the moment, the car is still faster. Probably put exoskeletons on the tank to speed it up, which is so wacky that, yeah, unironically, giving your tank legs helps. Also, it'd be good if I didn't run things over, but hey, you know, there's a lot of things we want in life, and none of them are going to happen. No, sir. Definitely not. Oh, well. Cry about it, I guess. I will. Thank you. I will. Oh, you can... I realize you could open this thing's inventory while driving. Neat. Neat, neat, neat. All right. God, what a nightmare. Who built this fucking train station? We must have words. Because this stupid thing, this stupid refueling system, for some reason, doesn't work. No idea why. No idea why. The solid fuel just fails. And it drives me completely. Let me be honest. Drives me crazy. Do I not have night vision goggles? Oh, it just takes that long for them to turn on, huh? Cool. Love that for us. Love that for us. Oh no, yeah, it is just out of power. God, I'm just running too many systems. Running more than what I can handle, and that is the problem. I don't know what to do about that. I'll be honest, I don't know what to do about that problem. Okay, so what are we doing here? So we're running too much heavy oil. And we... Okay. Decider combinator. I'm gonna try to use these fancy. I think it's time that we learn to use the fancy. Okay. How the fuck does this thing work? I put down pipes. I'm gonna want to split that up, but it's fine, it's fine. Okay. No. Does this not work for pipes? Because I wanted... sorting, constant network signals, power switches. Is it the arithmetic combinator I'm looking for? Is that what we wanted? Red network, green network? What? What? Huh? Okay. Okay, so... Oh, I know what I need. I know what I need. So what I need is a pump that pumps in this direction, right? But only connect machines. Whoops. As I destroy the pump. God, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Input, heavy oil. Oh, so red is output. Red is output. Dang it. As I accidentally destroy it. Oh my god. We'll figure it out. Okay. Okay. No. Now? I don't know how this thing works. I give up. Fuck it. We have a pump. It will pump this way. And for those who don't pump, let's go ahead and just toss down some chem plants. Let's just toss down some chem plants, and my plan is we'll just connect the output to the light oil. My cunning plan is we'll just connect these chem plant outputs to the light oil. Go like that. All we need. Bring one out like so. A whop. And then a whop. Yeah, the whop is important, by the way. If you don't whop and stone, you ain't going home. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'll make the rules. If you want to make it home, you better whop with us. Just saying, bro. Just saying. For your own good, yeah? For your own good, yeah? Yep, there's always simple answer. We're running low. Make the factory bigger. Very true. Very, very true. All right. Go ahead and expand. Oh, I use up all the pipes. All right, we'll just make normal pipes. And then we'll turn some of those into that. Okay. I mean, I got all this iron. It's not... We have pipes being auto-made somewhere else, but for now, I don't really care. We'll get it working. That's all we need to do, right? At the moment, all we need is to get this working. But what will these do, by the way? They will crack heavy oil down to light oil. Go. They'll do it. I don't have my modules. I don't have the modules. Well, but I was going to slow it. I was going to say that they'll do it super fast, but I guess they won't. Whoops. All right. Fix that. What? Oh. It already determines what fluids have to be where. Cool. Cool. Okay, sure. Why not? Why not? I didn't realize the fluids were predetermined on input. That is very annoying. But so it is. Alright, and then we just bloop, 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 bloop. Okay. And power it. And then connect it. There we go. And the outputs, we connect like so. Perfect, perfect. Now the light oil fills up and immediately drains back out into these bad boys to make more gas. There we go. Just like we always wanted. Nice and easy. I'm running out of lights. Oh. Not used to that happening. That's a rare one. Granted, I used to have night vision goggles, but I guess I just don't have enough electricity anymore. Turns out double exoskeleton, while funny, kind of bad on your electric costs. It's like leaving the door open when you go outside. My God, we'll never financially recover. All right, can I shrink this? Thank God. Bloop. Okay, much better. Much better. Okay, so that solves that problem. I can flip the direction of refinery inputs. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, I was trying to do the logic conditions, but I couldn't figure it out. Do it inside the pump itself? Not really. Yeah, I don't know. I tried. It doesn't make sense, so I'm going to give up. Wasn't taking the input. Not a problem, not a problem, not... Well, it is a problem. It's just not a problem worth managing. Let's go ahead and do one thing here. I do want to build... Do I have the train tracks? I do have the train tracks. I want to build one thing. It is some extra fuel stations. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I have a thing for this. I figured out I'm not good at using these robo-ports yet. But we do have the one robo-port. I have come to understand that you can just kind of dump the robots in. Ah, fuck, I don't have a box. Alright, we'll do it by hand. Alright. Well, everything I was going to say, not going to matter. Not going to matter. Alright, so in that case, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a series of refueling ports. Like so. Because we're making fuel, right? We are making fuel in bulk. It's supposed to be refueling. It just does a bizarrely bad job of it for reasons unknown to everyone. Go, put that down. That down. Why do I... Where are my other things? Oh, they're all in here. Dang nabbit. Dang it, Bobby. See, here's the thing, Blasty. I did wire the pump. The options didn't appear. So I'm giving up. We did do the thing. It just didn't work. Which is the confusing part. Right? Alright. Let's go get those parts. So, let's make some train refueling ports since we have... How are we doing on fuel? 930%, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think we can turn this into a train refueling port as well. Well, do I want to? Do I want to do that, truly? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I don't really got a reason not to. We'll just do it. We'll just do it. Also, what happens if you leave these guys behind? They just die eventually? It's fine if they die. I don't really care about them. I'll be honest. Their lives mean nothing. But, just wondering. Alright. We'll do the refueling port next time we're over. It'll be in partial construction, and it'll stay under partial construction. That's okay. We just had to fix fuel because I noticed that choke and was like, well, but if I'm looking at it, it's got to be pretty bad, huh? All right. Oh, inventory is full of what? Of walls? There is absolutely. Okay. Oh, why do I have wood on me? Loop. You go ahead, burn that. What? Oh, tiny thing of water. Do 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 do. All right. So, what do we got going for us? We have all of our supplies. We have everything running. Apparently, every train is running this way to get fuel, which has not been ideal. What the fuck is this? Oil loading, oil drop off. This should be in the oil group. And you should have a timed pass. You not... Aha. You're waiting because you all have the wrong fuel because you can't take coal. Because they're full. All right. Today's look good. Thank you. Thank you. I think we're doing pretty good job. We're doing a pretty good job for a first time. All right. This coal's going to be in the way. And we're kind of running up against our other buildings. I might move the accumulators. This is kind of premium territory right now. It's not like the accumulators matter now that we have nuclear energy, you know? Previously, they were pretty nice to have. Now that we're nuclear, they don't really matter. I hate to say it, they don't really matter because I don't Practically speaking, I don't think we can run out of power. Frankly, I don't think it's gonna happen. All right, let's be a little smart so we don't jam it full. And be a little smart once again. We don't jam it full. There we go. There we go. Wait, is there a point to doing that? Absolutely not. What the fuck am I doing? There we go. There's a point here, though. There's a point here. All right. So, get that. Go ahead, bring him down. We'll place that with something that isn't hideous, as you do. All right. We're bringing down the red circuits. And we will bring down, likewise, the green circuits. There we go. Give them a little bit of space. Okay, so red circuits are down, green circuits are down. Do I want to do anything else here? Well, we have them here. We could just build the processing for blue where we are up here. But I also would like to leave this a little bit for building. Either way, we do need... Yeah, it is mixed fuel types. Yeah, and I need to put in our chest, just in case. 4. There we go. We're gonna have to do this a lot. At least some of these are sensibly set up. At least some of these are sensibly set up. It's fine. It's not, like, important enough to worry about, so I don't know why that one's set up like that. But we'll just change our groups. Because I'm trying to make it so that trains will go grab fuel no matter what. If that makes sense. I'm trying to make it... Ooh, good thing I checked this one. Trains will just go grab fuel no matter what they are or how they're set up. That way, depending on what we're doing, I don't have to care, you know? Does a train grab coal? Sure. Does a train grab rocket fuel or solid fuel? I don't care, right? That's the goal. We just want the trains to not care at all of what they are running. Just want them to run whatever it is that they run. Why are you not part of the Iron Plate group? Hold up. You should be part of the Iron Plate group. Iron. Iron bar, iron gear, iron ore. The Iron Plate group doesn't have a... Weird. Okay. Well, there we go. Now there's an Iron Plate group. Okay. Problem solved, I think. For now, we'll go back. Cool, train interrupts. You can fool global order refill. Huh. I don't know what a train interrupt is, so I'm going to ignore you. I'm not going to lie. I just don't know what that means. All right. Anyways, what did we need? We need some sulfuric acid. It's all going to come down to the fact that we really need more of this stuff, more of the goods, the petrol gas. How's the petrol gas doing, by the way? Filling up again, thank God, after being emptied out. So these bad boys are working. Oh, yeah. Why did only one drain? Are you not connected? Son of a gun. Well, I said we'd come back. Let's come back and then rebuild those defenses. That's why we check. So I was like, oh, good. This should be draining out the excess fuel. And then we look and we're like, it is definitely not doing that. That is 100% not what is going on. Well, so it goes. So it goes. Guess we'll set the drones to auto build so we can do a nice fuel depot over here. maybe 2 or 3. I'm kind of tired of my fuel stops being singular, you know? Kind of tired of fuel stops being singular points. All right, speaking of which, bloop, bloop, blue. All right, just drop this here. Drop this guy here. Like here. This should be enough range for our one drone. Nope, it is definitely not. We need to drop a guy like out. There we go. All right, there we go. I dropped the 2 crates. Again, I fiddled with them some, and when you ask, well, Generic, how do these work since you fiddled with them? Not a clue. Not a clue in the goddamn world. Couldn't figure it out. They seem pointless. They seem completely pointless to have as separate things. But they exist, so I'll just assume they do something. I'll just kind of assume it's doing something. All right, but let's go ahead, start splitting off. Because if we go down and then out, we can in. Go. There's 1, 2. Can we not all connect in like that? Thank you. I don't know if that is on me, honestly. 3. Like so. Then we'll do a 4. There we go. That ought to be good. That ought to be good. Okay. Then we'll put a point here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, thanks for the hydrate, Frost. How you doing? All right. All of that. Go ahead and chunk. Connect these. This is a lot faster to build this way. I see why y'all like it. I understand why it's liked. I just think it's kind of silly how much work it is. I just think it's a little silly. Because, like, the fact is, you have to, at least from what I could tell, you gotta, like, constantly chain together the thingies. The, go ahead, delete this, do this a little better. Okay. You have to constantly chain the drones in order to get them to work. And frankly, I found that to be a huge pain in my butt. Like, absolutely a pain. Not a fan at all, let me tell you. Was not a fan whatsoever. It's like, fine. It's not going to be a deal breaker. But it is kind of a pain. But it is kind of a pain. All right. So we got that done. Let's run over. Let's run over and give this area a reason to stop. Train interrupts on the same screen as train orders. Huh. Interesting. That's probably more efficient than the way I'm doing it, but frankly, I think it's a little late to change. I do think it is a little late to be changing in that sense. Fuck. Okay. Move the fuel like so. There we go. There we go. There's a spot we can cross over. Navigate through the labyrinthine train yard of doom. Blow up a few trees because I'm just kind of lazy. What can I say? There we go. And we're pretty much good. Cool, 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 cool. If I just dump... I dump all my stuff in here. I hope I have more than that in terms of... Well, I might not need it. Well, we'll figure it out. All right. Anyways. So all we need... Reality, all we need is like one quick guy, you know? We only really need a single quick guy per train. In fact, I'm putting these close. They should be a little farther out. Well, no. No, this is the way to do it. Yeah. Just bloop, bloop, bloop. Cool. So each of them will definitely need at least a single stretch. But beyond that, just continue to this. Lamb. Lamb. Turn. Turn. There we go. Got that. Just save on space. As you do. Another set. Which goes into another set. Looks a little silly, but hey, that's okay. And lamb. And there we go. All right, perfect. Piece of power. Have to connect. God, these power poles are so small. All right, perfect. I think, except for this guy. Haha. Yo. There we go. Flawless, I think. Good enough. Let's go ahead and toss down my radar. Just because we can. Just because we can. Always hurts. Oh, never hurts, that is to say. Never hurt. Have a functioning radar. Okay. Why is there random rock and stone? Right, I guess it just kind of gets eaten. Alright, so let's rename these the fuel stop. Oh. There we go. Back to having some proper fuel stops. That'll make life a lot better for us, let me tell you. Oh, he's isn't finished. I'll let the backpack drones do it. Backpack drones are pretty sweet. I complain about the drones. Backpack drones fucking rule, though. Alright, there we go. We have fuel again. Trains should be able to refuel, and they hopefully won't all get jammed up in the same spot anymore. I'm really banking on them not needing to anymore, but you know, we'll see, I guess. We'll always see. Never know. You never know. All right. Shove those in. Grab like one. Those in. Grab like one. Okay. Let's go. Have all this random stuff. All right. Problem solved. Wait, what was the other problem? Fuck. Up here. Right. The fuel. Oh, fuck. Ahem. Not me actually taking out a power line. Because I couldn't see. I could have sworn that the tank... No, the tank does not have night vision goggles. Of course not. Why would it? That's ridiculous. Let's actually go ahead. Let's go ahead and take out an exoskeleton and put it in the tank. Because I suspect that the exoskeleton here is taking up way too much power. Way more power than I can actually handle in my personal rig. And that is what is causing the issue. That is what I suspect is going on. There we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah. All right, problem solved. Why were those not connected? Who knows? Who knows? Couldn't tell you. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and clear the top. Because there's some uranium up here. And I want to build a defense, but there's no real point building a defense. Well, I mean, I have a fully armed tank now, so it's a lot fucking easier than it used to be. Building a defense. When you don't need to. Blam, blam, blam. All right. One down. And one to go. Can I? No, I'm trying to swear off spamming turrets and all. Oh my god, that leveled the forest. That was not intentional. I am actually not trying to level the forest here for good reason. But, you know, a little bit is fun. A little bit is just a good time, frankly. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh my god, yeah. 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 Damn, this is all I can get. Okay. I guess we'll walk in for the rest. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, doo, 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 doo. There we go. An actually armed tank. Who knew? It's a lot better than the other tanks we were using. Crazy. A burner generator for the modular armor. What is a... Oh. I don't know what that is. Yeah, personal boss drain batteries. Yeah, that was also a problem I was noticing, was hitting in a big way. It's like fine, but it was draining a lot. Boop, there we go. All right. Let's build a real defense. I'm going to keep the flamers as they are. The flamethrowers that exist shall remain because it would be silly to destroy them for no reason. But I don't have the flamethrowers on me, do I? They're in the truck. They're in the car. Crap. Oh, crap. That's no good. That's no good. At least we can build up the walls, huh? We can at least build up the walls. Get you. Fine. I'll destroy you the old-fashioned way. God damn. Rock don't give a fuck about grenade spam. Shoot with a tank rounds. See if I care, Rock. See if I care. Okay. We'll build a big wall. I'll come back and fix it later. Because I thought I'd have the burner, but I did not. Oh my god. God dang. Alright. Well. There we go. Go ahead and layer that on nice and thick with some nice mortar in between. You know, good quality solid pour concrete wall. Crazy if you think about that. The bugs can just, they're just animals, right? They aren't like intelligent. It's just the native animal life form. But they can rip through poured concrete. They are very, I would say, very objectively impressive. Very impressive creatures, really. Now, don't let the top brass catch me saying that. But I do think they're impressive creatures. Even if I need to occasionally wipe out a small amount of forestry to make it happen. Actually, an easier way to do this would be to go into map. And go up so I can tell these bad boys to remove. There we go. There we go. And we'll just kind of fill it in like so. All right, good to go. Might be thinking generic where's the gate? Well, I think I put the gates in the car. So first off, the gates are all in the car. Second off, I have no intention of going west, at least for the time being. I have zero intentions of heading west, so there's no point in putting a gate to the west. You know what I mean? Exactly. McWallow's bolts left behind repair. I don't have mats for that. We don't have the boss stations. And also I'd have to make... I mean, that's good. Ideally, long term, that's what you want. But I would have to stretch power. Half the point I'm using flamer towers is that I don't have to stretch out power. So it's kind of a pain to have to change my whole infrastructure. And we'll be stretching flamers out anyways when we're able to. At the moment, we simply aren't, and that's okay. Anyways, back to actually being productive. Back to, now we're done fixing things, back to actually making things. Yippee. Yeah, you find the idea of bug that thinks offensive? No, don't, soldier. Bugs think every day. They think about how to hurt your family. That's why we think about how to hurt them back. And also that, like, they're kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Bugs are neat. They look cool. This is all. End of thought. Ugh. Gotta be careful, because I accidentally slowly made a terrible nightmare world of trains. Mostly because I didn't know how to actually lay them out. I didn't know shift is how you could, like, get them to auto-deploy in a way that isn't nightmarish. So we're kind of stuck with what we got. We are tragically stuck with what remains as a result. It's fine. It's just really ugly. But it's fine. Yep, here's the flamers. Here's the flamers. A weird number of bullets. Alright, I don't know why the truck is full of ammo. I'm sure there's a reason. Probably not a good one, but I'm sure there is a reason. Alright. So, what we got here? Let's go ahead and split. Let's go ahead and make the blues. Right? Go ahead and make the set for the blue. I know I was saying I want to keep this area clear, but frankly, it's just such a good spot for it, and it's all right here already. So, like, I'm kinda, you know, I kinda be like, let's just do it here. Now, the question is, how many blues do we need? Do I need a full set of 2? Is that something I would be wise to pursue in my production? I don't really want to. So how fast do these get made? I assume we'll need them in bulk, because god damn, they're slow. Alright, mayhaps, I just stretch it up a bit, and we'll call that good enough. Yeah, I know, it's not ideal. You don't have to tell me twice. Not exactly ideal. You don't have to tell me twice. But I do have a cunning plan. I have a cunning plan, sir. Yes. Quite cunning indeed. Okay. What? There we go. Okay. Oh, am I out? Holy crap, did I use all of my belts up? I have 100. I used all the belts up. That was fast. I walked out of the house. I swear I walked out of the house with like 400 of these things on me. I swear. All right, so challenge is this will require sulfuric acid, right? Which is kind of a pain in the butt because then I have to turn all these. Yeah, 500. Well, it's fine. We'll just make this many. I don't even know if I can support this in terms of red efficiency. We're definitely going to have to we're definitely going to set the blues to productivity modules. We want these blues on maximum resource efficiency over speed. Just out of pure practicality. You know? Just a pure practicality standpoint of like, God, these are a pain in the ass. They're so far up in the stage. We're gonna have to go get some sulfuric acid. So the good news is we do indeed have the mats to make sulfuric acid right down here with the sulfur. Right, this is where we're automating our bombs and our explosive rockets. Speaking of which, let's go ahead, expand our production a little bit, because word on the street is we're gonna need it. word on the street is gonna need that sulfuric acid. No, know what I'm saying? All right, so blam. Make some sulfur. What else did I need to give these? These had to get gas. That is a-okay. Gas. How do I switch? Oh. You not? Really? That kind of surprises me. Okay. Being a pain in my ass as usual. Okay. That's fine. Why not? Why wouldn't it be like that? Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay. Sure. The water here is functional. Okay. Because this one also needs water. Because these pipes are empty because they should be gas, but at the moment they are empty. That's okay. Okay. Let's make sure all of these are working. Make sure all these are connected to the right ones, because good lord. Our track record, not doing great. Okay. Looking good there. Then stretch you out to there. And there. Yeah. There we go. Little ugly. I feel like pipes are just inherently the ugliest thing in this game. You know what I mean? Like, when you're making a pipe network, it's just gonna end up kind of ugly. And there isn't that much point in trying to get around that. Like, it's just gonna happen. I'm sure the pros can figure out a difference, but good lord. Seems to end up pretty ugly, I'm just saying. It seems to end up pretty freaking ugly. You know? A little difficult to work with, one could say. All right. So what I'm doing here is I am going to move the... Well, what do I need for sulfuric acid again? All right. To make sulfuric acid, I need water, iron plates. Ah, fuck. All right, fine. We'll make it on site. All right, fine. We'll just make it here, I guess. I'll just use these three. I mean, how much sulfuric acid do I need? I remember it being a very small amount. Got the iron. Got the iron plates right here. They are coming off here. Yep. All right. So we got iron plates. We got water already. Let's just make the acid, and then I guess I'll move the acid pipes up. Kind of annoying, but that's totally fine. What direction do I do this in? You know? There we go. All right. Find a belt. Like so. Okay. So we'll want these to go up here. No. Well, hold on. Yeah. Like this. I only have one. Of course I only have one left. Oh, that's what you need refined concrete for. Refined concrete makes you the rail support so you can have trains crossing over each other. Or in theory, if you build an entire train network, you get trains that don't explode when they ram into each other inevitably. Actually, this uses up, what, 5 a second? These make 2. We only need 1. Yeah, all right. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. That's all we need. Great. Cool. Baller. All right, and then we need a little bit of water. Whoa. Thanks for the hydrate. Little bit of water. Oh, it's H and B that flip horizontal and vertical. Ah, fuck. Ah, we already got it running. We got it running. It no longer matters. It don't matter at this point. All right, well, now it's become that much harder. Become just that much harder for us to move our shit. Because now we gotta move a lot of sulfuric acid far up north. Here. Make a bend. Keep swinging. Cause we keep swinging. Keep swinging along. Alright. There we go. Then we go. Howee! Dang it. Howee! And howee! Alright, this will give us a lot of blue, though. Gets us that ever precious blue that we need. Those blue circuits. Pains in my butt that have been demanding tribute for so long. They will at last be finished. And that is truly all I can ask for. Truly, fuck. I get stuck. All I can ask for. I did not think about this. How do I get these down? Fuck. We're tearing up these ones. We will have a few. We will have fewer. I don't care. I don't care. It's the only way. You have to understand, it was the only way. Because we have to, like, maneuver around to get them out now. It happens. It happens. It's fine. Well, if we're trimming those, do we leave these ones up high? Would get rid of these? It would be snowy. Yeah. Nah. Nah, we'll keep them. No reason to trim them. No reason to trim them without, reason. I guess. No, we'll keep what we keep. Now then. So what do they need? They need the red circuits, which... Are these even cooking? No, they have no plastic. Why? Because we need gas. Don't got the gas shipping in. Why do we not have the gas shipping in? Because it's just busy. We only have 2 trains for gas. They'll come in when it comes in. Good news is that everything should be working at this point. I think we have blue. Yeah, blue chips will drain every green chip immediately. Exactly, right? Oh. I mean, how many green chips are we even making? 2.9? Oh, and those use 1.2. Yeah, we're throwing productivities on these. We are slowing these blues down. 100%. I also need to go pick up more transport. I will not take the tank to pick up transport belts. That would be stupid. That would be what the kids call really freaking dumb. All right. So first off, go ahead and grab those productivity modules. And some speed module. I used them all up, but it's good to go grab whichever ones we need. Hero. Dodging trains. I should be looking at my mini map, but I'm running on pure instinct instead. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Grab those. That was probably out. Probably more modules than I needed, but whatever. It's fine. It's probably fine. You know, gotta catch the belts, sir, to speed you up. That's what the real pros do. There we go. There we go. So the difference is 1.34 versus 1.5. That's not as bad as I was expecting, to be honest. Not as bad as I was expecting. Slam productivity into the reds as well. Because these are using up that vital plastic. Alright. Oh, neck only going half a belt. It's gonna happen. Ideally, we can just pump this up to tier 3 belts and that'd solve that problem, but it's fine. We do have some space up here. If we wanted, we could always expand and create more green, right? We could create more green, but I think more importantly is we'd have to create more wire because the green is eating up the wire at like hyper speed. And this many wires is actually struggling to keep up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Looks like the speed-based greens is actually outpacing our wire production. So let's go ahead and amp wire production a little bit. I don't know how we'll get up. Oh, we have a space. That's why we leave spaces. Wow, it's almost like there's a reason to leave lots of room. Oh, fuck. I forgot I needed the belts. It's almost like there's a reason to leave a lot of room while building things. I can limit chest slots. I know. I am aware. Anyways. Or, hear me out. I just build more. What if I just keep building it? I mean, it'll cap out eventually, right? What if I just didn't care, though? sounds so easy. I do like taking the easy way in life. What can I say? What can I say? Hey, elevated rails. Oh, new tip. Why do the tips show up so late? Elevated rails use to bypass impassable terrain. Those are really cool. I'm sure the people trying to, like, go completely nutso with it, those are a big deal. I'm sure people going crazy with it, elevated rails are a big deal. But I feel like getting more open space, getting access to room in Factorio is simple. This is a game where you can just keep going out. You know what I mean? Like, for the most part, you don't have to get choked on space. So when I see the elevated rails, my honest answer is thinking like, oh, those are cute. I don't think they do anything, practically speaking. I just don't think they do that much. All right, so let's go ahead. I mean, we're out here, so I guess we'll build them like that. Do we do a third? Yeah. Why not? Why not? Oh, damn it. Close enough. Do. Cut that so we can move. There we go. All right. So, a bloop. And move it around. Move it around. Oh, ho, 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 ho. There we go. And copper. Why? Oh. That'll do it. There we go. Get some extra cable in there. Because it is choking on our greens. You need a lot of cable, I see. Spiders can't sneak up on elevated rails. Ah. That makes sense. That makes them very nice, I wager. I'm sure that makes them very nice indeed. Alright, so where are we going to move all these? Where? Oh, where? Gonna move all these. Wait. Oh, I'm doing this wrong. I forget, it's kind of a weird setup. Alright, much nicer. These are the drop-off. Alright. Got more cable. I guess we kind of wrap it backwards. Yeah, just kind of fold it back into where it starts. It's not great, but it'll do. Not ideal, but it'll do. The question is, do we do efficiency or do we do speed? For these, because copper is such a unimportant and easy to make ingredient, I think we just go raw speed on all of them. Boy, the modules do help, don't they? I mean, of course they do, that's the point. But, like, dang. It's so nice. So convenient. But only once you've got them built. Until then, they're kind of a pain in the ass. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Yeah, let's go ahead. Move them like so. Now we can combine them, which is a better way to do it, generally. At least I think it is. Actually, no. It doesn't really matter in this case. Go. Shuffle them down. Worker cargo size has been researched. So how do I want to set this up? How indeed. How indeed. So at this point, I guess we split it. One side goes like that. And the other side, as we said, needs to fold backwards. A little ugly. But that's okay. That's why we hide things underground, you know. Much like all of our mistakes in life, if you hide it underground and you refuse to perceive it, like it doesn't exist. It's like it doesn't exist anymore, and boy, doesn't that make for a better world. Oh, that's fucked up. That fucks it up. All right, hold on. All right, hold on. Do it like that. And now this can go in. There we go. All right, fixed it. Fixed it. All right. That should fix any copper wire chokes going on, any problems there. So we are good to go. One entity being damaged. Ah, yes, down there. He is getting repaired. Cool. And, dude, the soundtracks for the OG Command & Conquer games, like Frank Klepacki, fucking cooked. Such good music. Such good. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Trying to be a little careful. I feel like I was checking back. I'm like, my music was fine in some recent streams, but it really could have been a little bit better. could have been a lot a bit better. I'm trying not to do that again, you know. It's fine. It's fine. It cooked. All right. We are good. We got you. We just really are choked on gas. The only practical way to solve that is to go get more gas, because we're using one gas now. The other two are pretty tapped. This one's at like 28, basically useless. Yeah. We'd have to go get more gas, which would mean an expansion project. Big gas is over here. 3,000%, baby. Shitloads of bugs. Have to fight a small nation of bugs to take the north. There is gas, though. Or we do our expansion this way, which gets us a measly third. A measly third. Oh, bonk. Frankly, at that point, the Factorio music. Now we're using Command & Conquer at the moment. Factorio music is good, but I'm not gonna lie. After like 30 hours, I was like, all right, I gotta switch it up. I gotta switch it up a little. It's just so many resources here. I think we leave this for future expansion if I happen to need it. Go this way for all that coal and oil and some iron. Ooh, tasty. Only if we need it. If we need it in the future. For more natural gas, that is. Also, this one's closer to water. This one is closer to the water by far. This one ain't bad. That's easy. Wouldn't be too hard to seal off either. I see some good choke points. Well, sealed off, it'd be fine. Anyways, so we got our blue. We got our structures. Is that everything we need? That is everything we need to make E. To make the Jarate Science, the Utility Science Pack. Okay, I'm liking it. Speaking of which, let's go ahead. Go ahead and pick up Braking Force. Wait. Did we research these? Is inserter capacity bonus and Braking Force, are these infinite? Can you just keep getting these? It looks like mining productivity is an infinite. Oh, it just gets more expensive. I see. I see. It does just grow more expensive. Oh, but doubling how much steel I get? Bruh. You know? We'll just queue those up, I guess. We got time. So I can tell we've kind of hit the end of Factorio. It seems to me that we have pretty much hit the end of base Factorio, because we can build the rocket, I think. Question mark. We can build a rocket silo. not hard. It's just a lot of stuff I have to go pick it up. Build cargo landing pads. And my goal is to build a rocket, fire it. We've beaten Factorio. We do have Space Age. I do have the Space Age mod. But I'll probably take a break, maybe 1 or 2 months. I don't know. Take a break, free up the time slot, and come back to it in a little bit. Maybe clean some things up on my own. And I think that's the right way to play it. I think it's the way to play it. Because, you know, too much, no good. And I'll be like, streaming. But, like, from a stream perspective, you do too much and it doesn't really, like, people don't watch, right? Gotta give people time to catch up. It's a lot of streaming. It's a lot of watching. So we have rocket silos, which are a pain in the butt to make. And very noticeably, you are not allowed to fire them from rockets. They do have module slots, which is kind of weird. So how do these work? It's from steel, blue, electric engines, pipes, and concrete. That's not bad. Yeah, I go off plan about 50% through. Yeah, from what I'm aware, basically they simplified the base game and then expanded it. Cargo pads are concrete, or blue, and steel. So this is what eats up our blue, huh? Creates a landing pad for all items ejected from space platforms. Makes logistic requests for items from orbiting platforms. What? Huh? Oh, this is how you land stuff? Do things slightly wrong? No. People freak out just if you do it slightly different than them. It's the best. It's fun. It's fun. People gotta remember that, you know, everyone does things a little different, and that's okay. That is true. They can never resist offering advice. I don't mind it. I know some do. I don't. Wait, hold on. Express transport belt. Made in foundry. What is a foundry? I don't have that. What? Hold on. Can this not... Oh, no. It's foundry or assembling machine. Oh, so I'm assuming on a different planet we'll have a different kind of building. Okay. Now, I could make it a project to turn the fast transport belts into tier 3s. We could tier 3 it up, but frankly, tier 2s are, like, good enough in this game. It's a rare day that I really feel like I have much of a longing for a higher tier belt. I'm sure that day will come. But at the moment, I'm kind of eh. It's like, fine. We're really just choked on gas, so I just need to go get oil. Rockets work kind of like bots and trains. Yeah, interesting. Because I know you need to do mass automation so you can just start launching things into the air. Uh-huh. Do I need more batteries? I might. Our current setup isn't great. Our current setup isn't great for a lot of things. You get used to it. It'll have to be okay. It'll have to do, frankly. All right. Take the car out. So we do got things pretty good, though. We got the green, we got the red, we got the blue. What do I need? Right? God, let me empty the car. Let's go empty the car somewhere next to all my other items so I can find where it is. Oh, you finished your session of Abomination Vault, Austin? Nice, how'd it go? Oh, fuck! I look to my right to look at my chat. I actually have it on the right and left. I happen to look to my right, and then I turn to the right. Driving Safety 101. Driving Safety 101, everyone. Keep your eyes on the road at all times. Look before you drive. And really, this is why you don't build a base as crowded as I did. I was uncertain. I didn't realize how much room I'd use, and I used a lot more than I needed to. The good news is I didn't have much of use in the truck. It was like, actually, it was a lot of ammo and walls. There was a lot of defensive things, which I am making in bulk anyways. So it's kind of fine. Speaking of which, let's dump a lot of our stuff in here. Why do I have this much sulfur on me? Get. I said get. Get in there, explosives. Okay, thank God. Problem solved. Now then. I choose upgrades, start over beside the first factory while it's left running. Oh, absolutely, Blasty. Anyone who tears down factories is wasting their own time. Why would you do that? Quite frankly, there's no reason to. Never tear up your factories when you can just build more factories. God damn, did you really use all of that up? Guys, you're not having problems still, are you? Oh my God, are none of these connected? How? What? None of the heavy oil is connected. That would explain why things weren't working. I like how I go to connect the heavy oil tanks. Like, there we go. Now it's connected. No, turns out every heavy oil tank is not connected. How are they full? Wait, that makes no sense. That makes no sense simply on the surface of it, right? If the heavy oil tanks aren't connected, then how are the heavy oil tanks full? Because they were each filled with oil, which tells you that they're connected at some point, and yet now they are all disconnected from each other. That makes no sense. I don't know how that happened. Wow. You didn't see me yesterday. Yeah, we were supposed to be here, but I'm not going to lie. I was mad EP. I was mad EP, and I just kind of made a judgment call of like, oh yeah, my stream, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be a bad stream. And yes, we are indeed playing Grand Archive tomorrow. I think that is the stream to show up for. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Hey, y'all want a spoiler? I'm bringing a mill deck. Now, Grand Archive doesn't really have enemy mill as a... Well, it has a couple mill decks as possibilities. I'm trying to bring the Assassin mill, which is one I love and I think is going to get a lot better soon. So I'm going to be using a card that's releasing in a couple weeks that they've spoiled. I think it'll be great. We'll see. Maybe it still won't work. I tried the deck earlier and it was just so... It was so on the edge of functionality. I was so close. Wow, look, the whole setup's working now. I don't fucking know, man. Don't at me. I don't know. But I am frustrated. I'm frustrated like I ought to know, but boy, do I not. Oh, well. Go ahead and make sure these tanks connect. There we go. Get a little more storage for our lube. Can't have enough lube, let me tell you. Life advice from Lord Generic. Make sure you have more lube than you think you need. Just telling you, you don't want to run out in a stressful, tense situation. You don't want to run out of lube, okay? Your life will be better for it. But yeah, we're playing Grand Archive. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And for those who don't know, Grand Archive is a trading card game, a fairly new one. A fairly new one that's been growing pretty well, and in my opinion, has some of the best gameplay of current card games. I think it's a really good one. It does have flaws. I definitely have complaints, but the fact that I have complaints really just tells you that I bothered to think about it, right? Whenever you run into a game where people don't have complaints, that's when you should be concerned, in my opinion. When no one complains, that's when you should be like, does no one care? It seems to be not a big deal. You know what I mean? All right. So what do I need to build a rocket silo? I guess I need to build one of these for the game to give up the ghost, as it were, and tell me what I need. All right. So we got the electric engines. I need 1,000 steel, 200 blue, 1,000 concrete, and 100 pipes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Grab 11 for good measure. The pipes are down here. Good. I've been using a lot anyways. So I got the pipes. Pipes are easy. Oh, yeah. And you fought a lot. Wow. Fought like 4 encounters in Abomination Vaults. Y'all going fast. Wish my games went that fast. wish my players fucking killed these things faster. I swear to God, they take forever. All right. What else do we need? I want to build a rocket silo. We'll see what this is. Give me 200 blue, which should be right over here. I had a little bit cooking slowly. There we go. 200 blue. Grab the third one for good measure. Had a little bit cooking slowly. Romp that in. I probably should be carrying these on me in case of another train-related vehicular tragedy. But what are the odds of that happening? Zero. Uranium cracker. They finally flagged your name. I'm sorry. I'll remember you were the uranium fucker in memory. That was a good name. I think we were all astounded that it was not flagged for quite a while. That's why everyone kept reading and going, what is that name? How do you have that? It's okay. We know you cracking that uranium from behind. Why am I going up here? All right, I need concrete. I should probably just go get that. All right. So, honestly, I've learned so much more about how this game works. I feel like in the future, how I would play it is... one, probably rush to electric furnace, because, like, God, life is easier with that. God, it's so much easier. But outside of rushing electric furnace, I think I would spend most of my time just kind of... how to say? I need 1 pipe. These. Grab the engines. I think I would set it up so that every single system is one where I build bases and I have train stations with raw material imports, like 2 or 3 raw material imports and exports. And I just make every item, like every spot, every base is one thing, right? Like the steel plant, the iron gear plant. Maybe not iron gears, those are easy to make on site, but the iron plate plant, things like that. And then I just keep expanding out to grab resources and keep trucking them in. Because then it's really easy. What am I missing? The blue. Give me the blue. I'm in it. All right, 1 rocket silo. Coming up. Yeah, poor got banned. You could you could ask all the streams your uranium was. I know, right? You can still do it, but it's just not as fun. Who is getting bodied over here? Oh. I see. So just come to this. The biters are trying to move back in on our turf, boss. God, I really gotta kill some bugs. we gotta kill a lot of bugs. Kind of. Yeah, the rail-based city block approach. I assume that's a pretty common one. I assume it's pretty common. I feel like, personally, that is the one that would appeal the most to me. It seems to just make sense in my mind. All right. We got it. Oh my god. Okay, new tip. Space platform. What does that mean? Space platform is built remotely with construction materials delivered by rockets. It can be used to transport players and cargo between planets. The space platform starter pack initializes, and then you send up space platform foundations. That makes sense. That makes sense. Entity Crusher is used to crush asteroids for resources. Neat. The asteroid collector catches asteroids for space. From space for material. Okay. So I need 60 foundations, which is steel and copper. Easy enough. Easy enough. Let's go over to the steel and copper and just hand crank out 60 or a couple hundred space foundations, right? Obviously, you're going to want to automate these. I don't know about automating rockets. You probably don't need to automate rockets. I think those are a hand build kind of thing. Be kind of pointless to automate that. I mean, are you going to build 700 rocket launches? Probably not. I mean, we have to build rockets, right? I can build... Now that I think about it, that is a thing, right? I can build rocket launchers, but I don't think I have access to rockets. Like, where are those? By the way, Uranium Cracker. Yes, that's your name now. I'm sorry. But how's Satisfactory going? I know you said you picked that up. I like them. I really do love Satisfactory. Personally, I know a lot of people are obsessed with Factorio. I kind of like Satisfactory more. I kind of do. They're both good, but between the two, I think I like the vibe of Satisfactory. Where are my copper plate? I had a box of them. There they are. All right, there we go. That should make enough. What else do I need? A little more steel for the platform starter pack. Okay. Okay. Just go grab that, and then we'll use some of our blue. Automating is good. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So you automate everything, and then you push out to those giant mega supply centers, I assume. You take that makes no sense. You push outwards to these giant, like, 5 million nodes. Just these outrageously big resource nodes. You ship it all back into the main base, and then you're good to go, right? At that point, you then just start prepping to fly everything. Rocket parts are built in the silo. Do I not have that? That's weird. I mean, we also have to make the yellow science. Got a lot of yellow science we still want. At this point, we're just kind of doing the repeatable creators, which are really nice. I'm not going to lie, they're really nice. But even so, I digress. Also, logistics robots just don't seem as good as construction. I don't get how these ones work. Are you really expected to string robot ports alongside every single power node? Because that's a pain in my ass. I don't want to do that. I get why it's worth it long term. Well, hear me out. I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I understand why it's valuable. But ew. But like, what if I did it? All right. So you definitely automate space platforms. I'm noticing these things are like, what, 15 seconds each? Steel plate, copper cable. Ugh. All right, hold on. We'll just do the old classic. Do the old classic, because God, I'm trying to hand make these things, and it is no good. No good. So let's just drop copper, steel, blam blam. Ah, fuck, I put away. I'm gonna borrow you. Just gonna borrow you real fast. Don't worry about it. We didn't need that purple guy anyways. All right. There we go. Go ahead and make me some space foundations. Ah, shit. Okay. So blam, get a long one. You will make the copper wire, copper cable. Copper goes in here. There we go. Solve the problem with elegance. Elegance and grace. There we go. All right. So we'll get the space platforms we need in a little bit. Cool. 4 roboports makes a nice 100 by 100 square. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get you need them. I understand why. It seems like... Oh, I just realized. Did I put... Oh, say it ain't so. Did I have all of my power poles in the... I had all the power poles. No, they're here. Oh, thank God. I thought I had put them all in the car that got run over. And I was like, oh, that's going to be a pain in my ass. Ah, fuck. Ooh, good news, everybody. Things are A-okay. All right, no problem. At this point, I think we just do a little experimenting. Oh, wait, have we only been streaming 2 hours? I was playing some outside of it. I am, as you might expect, a little more burnt out than normal at this point because I was playing more. I was building like some of this down here, and I was like, this isn't good for on stream. It's just a pain in my ass. I need to do it. A lot of those. Okay. All right, so the electric furnaces, the steel. Are we out of steel? Right, I did take like several thousand steel. That would slow us down a little, huh? Who's under attack? Over here. Really? All right, well, while these take some time to cook for the platforms, so I can figure out what we actually need and where to build that stuff, which probably is going to need to be somewhere else entirely. Importing steel, that's easy enough. But importing platforms, kind of a pain in the butt, not gonna lie. That is kind of a pain. Oh, we gotta put it somewhere, right? We gotta put it somewhere. Oh, and I was gonna automate bullets. I was gonna make better bullets, the uranium rounds. I don't know if they're really worth it. I'm kind of a little on the idea of uranium-coated rounds being worth it. I'm just really, what can I say? I'm addicted to flamethrowers. They're the best at annihilating the ecosystem. I'm a simple terracotta warrior. A simple statue. I blow up the ecosystem and I go neat. What can I say? All right. What? There we go. Just kind of cook all those guys. What? Nice and easy. All right, one down. These must be expansion bases. They seem kind of small. Yeah, those are definitely expansion bases. There we go. Just deal with that. Hey, Adisella. Stream's going good. I think I'm hitting the point where I am both kind of tired, but I'm like, we can go for a while still. So I'm like, how to approach this, you know? There we go. Take out these little bases before they get to be a problem. Then I'll stop getting attacked. Won't that be fun? As we're kind of just waiting to build the rocket. Because I don't really know what to do with the rocket. And I guess I could set up automation for yellow science, but that one's You know, I'm like, Do we need yellow science? I get that it enhances military science, which is valuable, certainly. But how valuable is it in reality? Is it a necessity? I think not. I'm thinking not. So, get it to function whenever we happen to. Till then, it's fine. Just trim these bases surrounding us a little bit. Yeah, that's a good idea. Been a while since I've done that. We still have this rock pile. How big is this? 2.8 million. That is a 2.8 million node. Wow, really? Oh. Oh. Battery low. That surprises me. Maybe my iPhone being low on battery was a sign for us how long we go, huh? That's another small base. Let's just wipe that. Let's wipe them all. I do know that the biters increase their bases over time. So, for those who don't know, the bugs do continue to expand their own influence as time goes on. They will expand into areas. So it is important to deal with them as they keep expanding. Because the idea is, even if you wipe them out, they'll encroach back into your base. They'll encroach back into your base and become a problem once again. Which is good, right? Because that forces you to take a break. There is a very functional reason that enemies exist in Factorio. And I will say is a thing that Satisfactory doesn't do as well. Which is that the reason you put these biters into the game from a dev perspective is it forces your players to take a break. Not much of a break, mind you, but it does force the players to calm down, stop hyper-focusing on their factory, and go do something else. For the love of God. And that is an important thing to do as a dev. You have to keep in mind player psychology, as it has often been said by experienced developers, that a player will, given the chance, a player will optimize all of the fun out of the game. That is why it's so important to have systems like this, because it forces players to interact a little more honestly, I would say. It forces them to acknowledge that there's a bit of enemy behavior that they, the player, do not have complete control. Ooh, this is a big one. do not have complete control of. And that's just healthy. Healthy for everyone, really. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, I like the explosive shells. These are kind of primo. Their damage is definitely a little lacking compared to the AP rounds. I guess that's why you would bring both. Going to load one at a time, but I guess the idea is you take one and, you know, you take whichever type works better and you snipe out your problems. We just grab so many explosives that it doesn't matter. I suppose that works too. I guess that works too. We just kind of trim back life's little issues here. We trim back those funny coincidences with violence. Nothing really beats the flamer for crowds, though. God damn. Yeah, damn. Ooh, but when they are packed together like this, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good shit. As long as you keep driving fast enough, you're good. The acid boys catch you, you're done. Alright. Next one. What do I do with that coal one? They're approaching it on our pollution cloud. Now, I will say, I don't think I quite understand the pollution cloud mechanic. I understand the idea that your stuff makes pollution, which then makes the bugs get stronger and try to attack you. What I don't understand is the exact way in which their pollution functions. By which I mean, I don't quite understand, how to say. I'm not sure. Does the cloud grow based solely off of how much you are making at this time, right now? Or does the cloud grow over time, no matter what? Because I know the bugs, like, eat the pollution to become stronger. But my question is, if you make a small amount of pollution, does the cloud keep growing no matter what in a, in a player psychology sense, to force you to fight the bugs? So trying to just trim the ones near the base and live a peaceful life is kind of a doom from the start endeavor? Or is that actually functional? Can you truly reach a point where you ignore the bugs if you keep your pollution low enough and have enough natural barriers like trees in the way? Because I also know that the trees absorb a small amount of the pollution. Not a lot, but some. And, you know, it's enough to make a difference. Pollution gets sucked up by the ground and plants and nests. Okay. But it does build in that case then. So you do have to deal with it somehow. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Grows based on how much power your base consumes. Mostly biters that absorb it. Yeah, and I know the trees absorb a little, and so does the water. Which is why the water over here is nice lime green, which I assume means it has absorbed the cap and is no longer holding my pollution back. Because I notice here, I'm getting a lot more pollution than I used to. I used to have almost no pollution in that area, and now there is a bunch. And I'm like, interesting. Interesting. That did not used to be like that. Alright, do we just keep trimming? Why can I see this? Ah. Weird. Anyways. Full solar power plus efficiency. Yeah, I know it is possible. And once you get nuclear itself also uses so little pollution. Much like real-life nuclear. Haha. The superior form of energy. It just is very efficient. Alright, let's snipe. Oh, got a fucking Thread the needle. Yeah, I think I like the non-explosive tank shells more. I think I like the AP tank shells a little more because they have a lot more range, which is nice. Also, hey, I like how everyone wakes up when I'm going like, how the fuck does pollution work? This game doesn't really explain it. It just goes, yeah, pollution exists. I'm like, okay, I guess. It's nice to know the specifics, so I appreciate it. At some point I reached an equilibrium. Yeah. We have a full desert planet, so we're gonna be dealing with a lot of pollution no matter what. That's just a fact of our life. And that's okay. That's okay. I've come to terms with these things. Alright, wiped out the big coal nest. Okay, that should keep us safe here. Yeah, I bet if you start this game surrounded by forest, this game is way different, huh? Because I remember reaching forest a few times, just being like, oh my god, this is horrible. Early game, because I didn't have grenades mass produced. Yeah, the game doesn't explain a lot, and that's fine. It's just a different game philosophy. It's totally cool. It's just a sense of like, they want me to figure this out, which is why we will, by asking for help, because sometimes that's the best we can do. You gotta know when to say, all right, someone else has spent more hours on this. Tell me how it works, because you're never gonna figure it out if you don't. All right. Speaking of which, now that we cleared out some bugs on the east in the vast desert, I imagine that our platforms are done. So let's go check that out. We'll see if that's all we need to start launching into space, and if so, we can make a game plan, right? I'll know what to automate. After that, maybe we'll look into making the Gerati, the urine science. Game is concise tutorials. Yeah, some of the tutorials help. Other ones are like, there's programming in the game. And I go, neat. How does it work? The game just goes, there's programming in the game. And I'm like, fucking great. Cool. Thanks, bro. I know how programming works. But I connect things and I didn't work, so I gave up immediately like a big coward. So I gave up like a big baby. Well, let me put it on a couple more rail signals. I would like to have... I should put more rails in the way. Just because it lets the trains park. You know? Ideally, they're not backed up, but realistically, we all know they're getting a little backed up. So it's nice to let them park sometimes. Anyways, gotta get out of the one choke point real fast before it takes me with them. All right, where was I building those? There we go. Ugh. Yeah, fuck that rock. Up the little hat symbol. Yeah, we got all these, but some of them I'm like, I don't really understand what the fuck this. Like, I don't understand what we do with it. Anyways. Boom. All right. Perfect. Perfect. So. One. Holy shit. Oh, that's the total raw processing time. Okay. So if I started from nothing, it would take 16 minutes to make a space platform starter. I thought it was going to take 16 minutes to handcraft our first space platform starter, and I was like, oh my god. Why is it that slow? Okay. False alarm. It's bad, but it's not that bad. Yeah, my guy never will figure out fluid mechanics in 1.1. Exactly, right? I remember. So, I heard they simplified fluid mechanics. I heard that they used to actually make it travel, like, and take up space the way Satisfactory does. Let me tell you, I really hate the fluid mechanics in Satisfactory. Because they're good, they're in the game, but the reason I hate it is because they don't work half the time. I remember, and if you go watch our Satisfactory playthrough from last year and the beginning of this year, you'll find a few times, like, I build this mega factory, you know, I'm doing so many oil nodes, I'm so proud of it, and then we spend like 2 sessions with me going, and spending, you know, another 5 hours offline, like, I keep troubleshooting it, but it's just not working, and I can't figure out why. And people tell me, oh yeah, you have too many pipes and the game's just dropping fluid, right? It's just, oh, it's just getting confused. And I'm like, what the fuck? That feels bad. Oh. Okay, so this is just a consumable. I don't put it down. So I have a rocket silo, like so. Okay. Like, put a starter platform in it. And what's a cargo pad? Interesting. Trash slots? What is a trash slot? Does this get rid of it? Can you do that? And I don't know what these are. Like, trash unrequested groups? I thought this just held items. Am I not getting power? I am not getting power. All right, the VTuber might die soon. Hold on, 1 sec. Troubleshooting. Please hold. Please hold. Wire check. God, I have too many wires. 1 sec. I gotta push a monitor. Trash slots always go into the logistics system? Ah. No, don't know why this isn't getting charged. Off the, I don't want to. Maybe after when I turn my computer off, I'll do that thing, you know, where you unplug every cable in the back and replug it in for a connection check. Okay, yeah, but literally the cargo landing pad. So it just all the items just drop here and then you distribute it out. And probably skip logic bots. These have no use. I don't know what you mean. They clearly have no use. Yeah, I guess logistic bots are for moving things. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, wait, I just realized. Okay, so hold on. Let me use the chest. So could I do this with logistic bots? So we move everything through belts in this house, right? That much is clear. So let's say I put down 3 chests, right? And each one has a box and a grabber. Blam, right? So let's say our first thing, I can't believe I just realized this, which might change my opinion of the bot. So let's say I'm making copper wire. Let me fucking connect these so that you can actually see. There we go. I'm making copper wire and it's feeding, I don't know, circuits and more circuits, right? Instead of, whoop, as I hit my mic, flailing my hands wildly, instead of putting them on belts and moving them over, if these steel chests were all logistic crates, could I have just an army of 700 drones fly all of my wire across the map into the crates to feed my circuits directly. It sounds like the hyper bougie, incredibly expensive solution, so you should never do it. But does that work? Because space-wise, I could see that. I would need the advanced logistic chess research. Okay. Okay, so I need a research that I don't have yet. Speaking of which, let's take a look. What are we even looking at research-wise? So we need to get... Oh, we do need the yellow silence for asteroid mining upgrades. I need to get some kind of, like, yellow bottle. It gives us the planet discovery of the freezing wasteland Aquilo. A freezing wasteland of bottomless oceans of liquid ammonia. Precarious icebergs are the closest thing to solid ground and can be extended with floating ice platforms. Structures and belts will freeze if not heated by adjacent heat pumps. But must be placed on concrete to not melt the ice below. Oh, okay. Well, all right, that's it for Factorio. I guess we're uninstalling the game. I ain't doing that. That sounds like ass. Cool. I'm never going to Aquilo. That sounds terrible. That sounds awful. So, this is the planet that says you are required to concrete out the entire bit, every building. And everything needs a heat pipe. Okay. So this is a reason you built the drone armada, to not have to heat as much stuff. Okay, that's awful, but sure. Oh, that sounds awful, dude. Turbo transport belts, inserters. Low density structure productivity? Yeah, you need a lot of those, clearly. Lab research speed upgrades, of course. Geoplate productivities, as you'd expect. Okay. If I get yellow, though, I wish there was a good way to zoom out. I wish there was a better way to zoom out. Maybe I'd pick here. There we go. All right, so if I get yellow, if we build that, what does that get us? Personal battery Mark II. I would like that. That does sound great. A health boost later on. Not at the moment, but later. I don't know how much that does. Better lasers. You know, I've yet to actually build a laser. There's a search bar in the tech tree. Search for chest. Okay, we'll do that in a little bit. Better lasers. Portable fission reactor. Oh. You can just make a nuclear reactor, huh? That would be helpful. Honestly, that sounds great. Okay. Better laser weapons. Once again, I built 0 laser turrets because I've... Okay. Is this normal? Because I don't know what a normal resource spread looks like, right? Who's getting attacked? Oh, you. Yeah, that's fine. I feel like my seed has a lot of uranium that we've been grabbing. Plenty of uranium, even though that's fairly rare. Tons of iron and copper, and coal, which I know are just dirt cheap. Those are everywhere. Very little oil, right? There's one oil here, one oil here. We're kind of using them up very fast because you use so much oil. And the only other oils I have are way out there. Like way out there. And they're really big, but there's tons of dudes. Like, God, there's just a city of bugs I gotta fight through. Is that normal? Is it normal for oil to be really hard to get? And you have to go full America on the bugs in order to claim their oil reserves? Because I'm fine with that. It's just like, I don't know if this is like a normal amount of bugs or what. Anyways, back to looking at the research. All right, so what else do we get from the yellow? Military 4. Looks like better shotguns and grenades. I really never use the shotgun. Military 4 gets us... Oh, I need 2 more sciences to get artillery. God, I know artillery was in the base game, and they moved it to, like, the end of the tech tree. Whenever any of the art plants have oil, I bet they do. They did. I did see one that mentioned an oil ocean. I'm guessing there is an oil planet, basically. What? You can get a nuke? Why? Why would you get an atomic bomb? Slightly more than average bugs, almost in Death World. Wait, really? This is like Death World levels of bugs? This is what I've been dealing with the whole time. This is just normal for me. And it's all desert, baby. We landed here in the desert. Took me a long time before I even saw a forest biome, and it's really small. Oil can be a struggle on some maps. Okay. Yeah, so I've been slamming productivity into every oil module I can, because it's like, God, it's rough. Okay. Yeah, so military gets us nukes. The destroyer. You know, I never tried the robot. Builds character. Look, I'm just a better gamer. What can I say? What can I say? It's just because I'm so good at gaming. The only reason. Better energy shield. That would be nice. Better armor. Yeah, so yellow is going to just amp us. Tesla weapons? Oh, that's like space tier. And of course the uranium ammo, which I have not yet researched. But once we get that, then hell yeah. And then your standard stat upgrades. Stack inserter. Ah. People putting items on belts in layered stacks. Weird. Yeah, and then just basic upgrade. Okay. Because I'm looking tech-wise. I'm like, what do we have to look forward to? And I guess it's just upgrade my personal weapon. Ah, wait. Shit. All right, well. No more V2. Maybe we do call it a little early. Yeah, so that died. Hold on. Hold, please. I think I have an old image I used. Oh, yeah. I think it's this one. Nope, that's the grandma candy. Nope, that's the random grandma. You know what? I'll represent myself with some grandma candy. Why not? Yeah, I'm grandma now. You damn kids. Take some candy. I'll kick your ass. I still got it in me. Don't you at me. I'll win. You know, I stabbed a man once just for looking at me. I know you don't believe me. I was hardcore. Oh, I see. So getting to space unlocks white research. You get it from asteroids. So getting into space early would be worth it just to get access to start building white. Then we can, you know, we get the bottles of the bottles of jizz. Here it is. The logistics system unlocks additional logistics chests, expands the capability of the logistic bots. Requester chests request items. So the requester chest is how you get them to give the specific item to us to feed your constructor. Active providers push contents to be used somewhere else. Yep, and that's what you feed into. And buffer chests request specified items to be available. So buffer chests are pure storage as opposed to just the general storage. Defender bots are great. Their 2 upgrades, not so much. Really, the upgrades aren't as good. I just never bothered to build them. They're a lot of work. It was a lot of work, and I didn't need them, so I never did. Oh, shit. The Coverx enrichment process. You can create good uranium from the bad uranium. Oh, shit. Okay. And you need enriched uranium to make atom bomb. Yep. And all right, so what we got? Planet Fulgora. A dry, windswept planet with lightning storms on plateaus and oceans of oil bridged by elevated rails. Neat. There appear to be some runes. And the planet Gleba. Swampy planet with nutrient-rich bogs. Wetland can support agriculture, but is difficult to build on. It can be landfilled, but stone is scarce. So you're going to want to be airdropping stone if you go to Gleba. Snaking hills have stone and are better to build on, but can't support agriculture. Do you have to grow your stuff? Agriculture, the basics of farming. Oh my god, it's about farming. Oh, that's really funny. Oh, so you have to actively manage farms. Oh, yeah, so you need plant-derived plastics. Stone is the only ore on Gleba. So you have to just airdrop all of your ore? Oh, God. And here I thought the ice planet sounded bad. And what's this one? Volcanicus. It's your lava planet. That's probably like the easiest one, huh? Yeah, that's probably your easiest one. Calcite gets steam, water, and oil. Oh, heavy oil. Nice. The best one. Big tungsten. I guess it's not the best if water's hard to get. Tungsten carbide, a hard heat-resistant ceramic. Easily accessible tungsten ore can be found. Oh, and this is where you get a foundry. Yeah. And that brings you to artillery. So if you want artillery, you want to do the lava planet first. I feel like you probably want artillery. Right? That seems like the thing you want. Because holy fuck, build enough artillery and you win. Alright. Good. Now we know what to look forward to. But what I'm not getting, what I'm not understanding is how do I actually launch? Never try to actively manage a farm, automate. Well, I mean, you have to, like, automate the active management, you know? Oh. Oh, hold on. So, yeah, okay. So I stick low-density structures and blue chips and rocket fuel into the rocket silo. That's how it works. And then it just builds the missiles on its own. Okay. They're factoring rockets. Wait, items on the biological plant have decay timers. Oh my god. That's so bad for a streamer, dude. Let's be honest. I'd be doing much better if I wasn't actively monologuing to y'all for like 40 hours, right? Obviously, that takes a lot of mental. So the whole reason you can put productivity and speed modules into the rocket launcher is because it itself has to build these things. Okay. I assume because all of these are endgame mats. They're all a pain in the ass, except for rocket fuel. That's easy. But the low-density structure and processing units are really expensive. So I imagine you're better off doing like 3 productivity, 1 speed module to maximize your resource and just build a ton of rocket pads. Because they're really expensive, but like, you know, you build like 20 or 30 of the some bitches and you're good. Full liquefaction so that you turn coal into oil. Holy shit, that sounds great. That sounds fab. Get down. I should probably check down there, make sure it's not getting collapsed on at some point. We have the backup wall. We have the backup defenses. Okay. And then at that point, I just need to launch space cargo, huh? Interesting. So, okay. Good thing on the costs, though. All productivity. Cool. So, yeah, just all productivity and build like 40 or 50 of these things in a massive field. That makes sense. Yeah, so do you only need 1 space platform starter pack? Or should you plan to fire up like hundreds of platform starter packs? Do you get what I mean? Like, should I fire up only one platform starter pack, and then I don't need more, and I just fire up space platform foundations at that point. Want the saddle to be faster, use beacon. I forget beacons exist. I always forget beacons exist. That's a great point. Rocket builds faster, you can feed parts in. Okay, cool. Yeah, because blue is nightmarish to make. Blue, I think the blue circuits are probably like the end game, right? So us building this blue circuit is the end game of Factorio, frankly. Because it means you brought copper and iron for the chips, and it means you brought oil and coal for the plastic and sulfur and water. Water's whatever. Which is really, if you boil it down, that's all you need to make blue. But you need so much fucking blue that... Oh, I totally put those in the wrong spot. Oh, I put all the belts in the wrong spots. It's fucking whoops. Let's go fix that. let's go ahead and fix that. Why? Oh, fuck. Go ahead and fix that. Why don't we? All right. Sorry to need only a single pack. I could finish the game, but the average is like 5. Speed beacons plus production modules in silo. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Train ran out of fuel. I might run out of fuel. Let me just scoop up some coal, I guess. What the hell? What the hell, brother? Wait, how did you run out of fuel? That... Alright, let's go check our one fuel stop. Make sure that thing is working properly. Now we've grabbed some coal, I guess. It's fun for you and me. We're just gonna drop in some coal. I know it's gonna slow us down, but we don't have the oil, I guess. Time to go liberate some oil. That's one of those things where I'm like, this is a fun game to stream. I feel like the core of streaming Factorio is mostly lies mostly in the sense of like, oh my god, why are you all so low on fuel? Are you all like this? Shouldn't be. But you should be doing better at that. Well, we'll find out. Blue chips are the end. Yeah, they're just the beginning. I mean, like, the end of the base game, right? Because the end of the original game is launch the rocket. You win. That's why I'll probably take a small break, because Law Factorio. And there's... God. Okay. The other planets are faster, right? We are not 1/5 of the way into the game, right? Please say yes. I imagine if you set things up correctly, if you automate intelligently and are airdropping steel, you're airdropping blue, red, green, and blue circuit packs, you're airdropping all of these mats, because you're just building so many rockets to do so, then yeah, it's pretty easy. But if you're not, right? If for some reason you are unable or unwilling to do so, you're gonna have some problems. Like, I think that's kind of inevitable. Oh, I had all my grabbers in the car. No, they're here. Okay, thank God. I was like, oh no. That's what happens. I love seeing the grabber just kind of free spin. It's so silly looking. It's so silly looking. All right, there we go. Now everyone's going to get coaled up. Nice and proper. Oh, fuck. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Fuck. Turn off. Turn off. Fuck you. All right. No. Right, right. I remember why that one's like that. Because they're like that because there was a train that was supposed to deliver coal like that. Um, this one will be fine, but we'll turn off this one entirely. We'll just turn off this one. Too risky. Too damn risky. They just have their own ways of making basic mats. Yeah. Yeah. And it's one of those things where I imagine launching off all these basic mats isn't worth it. You only want to launch advanced mats and then you make the basic mat. So in theory, what I'm launching is like packs of uranium ammo. Maybe I'm launching nuclear fuel and laser turrets and nuclear reactors, right? So that I can just build power. I mean, God, 4 nuclear reactors is all you ever need. Unless you spam lasers. Like, you know, we're launching refined concrete. Which I never made. Guys, you need steel, iron. It's not hard. It just means you need to bring in more iron for your concrete. I guess you're bringing in iron already. Just bring more. Kind of a pain, though. I don't know. It's things I could do off stream easily. But in an on-stream environment, I'm like, it's just not worth my time, man. I got shit to do. I got shit to do. Alright, yeah, I don't know. I feel kind of listless at this point. Because I'm like, I guess we're done. I mean, I could launch the space platform. Question mark? Let's go launch a space platform? I guess. I don't know what to do. We can expand, we can grow the factory, but to what ends? We finally gotten here. And now I do need to get yellow. I do need to get yellow science. I guess that's our next goal, is just to get yellow up and running. Because better, you know, better having yellow than not having it at the end of the day. Yeah, you won't spoil anything. I'm sure. Still gotta get there. Gotta get there at the end. Alright, first off, let's fix this so we're actually building up blue. If we build, okay. Oh, okay. I think drones are straight up really overhyped by a lot of people. I think drones are overhyped, with an exception. Mass deconstruct sucks. Mass deconstruct is like everything, dog. That's what matters. Because deconstructing by hand in this game, that is unironically one of the things that makes me go, I think I like Satisfactory a little more. Because it's so annoying. Like, unironically, it is so annoying. I get why it's here, right? I understand completely why it's here from a gameplay design perspective, because as I always say, you need friction in a game. Having a little bit of friction makes a better game, because it makes you really feel and love when you make it, right? When you get the drones, it feels so good, and that would not be there if you didn't have that friction in the first place. But oh my god, it's so annoying. But with that said, oh my god, please. You're killing me here. Try drones. Don't have proper botnet set up. Interesting. Yeah, host a disco party. I mean, hey. Yeah, I guess I could set up a botnet network. It's just such a pain, because, like, don't they always... Okay, so hold on. So, like, this is the bot size. First question. And like, you know, before I was figuring it out, but now I'm like, all right, now I just need to learn. All right. Well, is this Mechanical Man? Oh, fucking perfect for this. Thank you, Franco Bacchi. So we have a bot network. And I see that it stretches. I assume if the reds touch, they connect. Does this mean you have to have a bot network every red to red? Like, if that's the case, then we're good, right? If it's just red to red that matters, then we good. But it's like, God, as y'all said, I am in a desert death world, I guess? Question mark? That's just what we live in. Even though I'm a first-time player on normal, literally default settings, and this is what we got. It's just how it is. That's a lot of bot networks. I can do it. Well, that's going to take me like an hour of trotting around putting these fuckers down. I guess I might be able to put it up via bot. Do I have to manually fill every bot network with construction and logistic drones? Like every single one of them? Or how to say? Will they just fill out all of them? Like, I get their juice, but like just setting it up doesn't seem worth it. I have to go so far to make it work. Doesn't seem worth it at all, frankly. I don't know. It might be good. It might be worth it. I just don't know how this stuff functions. Not one bit. Not one bit. I really should move these accumulators. But they're fully charged. No one cares about these. I imagine they're better on the other planets where you might have less predictable resources. Either way. I don't know. I'm being very whiny about the bots. I realized it. They just seem like a pain in the ass. I like the idea behind them, but they seem like a lot of work. They will naturally go where needed. Okay. So if I build them like so, and then I dump my bots into this one, they'll onto the left port. They'll just keep going. So if I have a third one, they'll fly to the third one. That's actually my concern. That's really what I'm asking about at the end of the day. Because I've been sitting here thinking like, man, if I have to manually fill this, it's gonna feel like ass. If that makes sense. Like, if I have to manually put bots in every roboport, I don't really want to do that. Like, that's going to take more time than just doing it manually. Cool. 1-bit network draws from the resources inside. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. So I could split it up, but if it's one network, then... All right. In that case, building a giant botnet might be worth it. I don't think it's really worth it at this point, simply because we are at a point in the... Oh my god, this one's not connected. Now there's this one. Oh my god. That happens sometimes. But it feels real stupid. But you feel real dumb about it. But... Oh. So much bullet on the... whatever. The bullet on the ground. Alright, we got. But yeah, anyways. I think our base, as, you know, first time play, it's not really set up with a botnet in mind. If I could set some up, maybe like this west side, we could stretch over decently, easily. Like, reasonably easily. Everything on the east side, just part of the nature of this base, is a nightmare to botnet. It's terrible. It's terrible. But needed. But terrible. Okay. Okay. Well, that gives us a lot to think about. Me as Grandma Candy. That gives the Grandma Candy a lot to think about. God, these things make slow. Holy crap, brother. Because we're out of acid. So I think a blueprint of just roboports and power lines. Set the blueprint alignment to snap. Oh, you can do that? See, I haven't used blueprints, so I don't really get them yet. I don't know how they work. Because let me tell you, the Satisfactory blueprints, I love them. They're really awkward. You have to really work and then like manually fix them up every time. And it's like, oh. So if they work better in this game, then thank God. That would help explain it. So yeah. So I guess things to do. We need to get more fuel. We need to get better, more consistent incoming natural gas. The only way to do that, the only way to get more gas is to fight through the Death World 5000 planet and secure the 3000% oil we have found, which is going to take quite a while. I'll probably just do that off stream because, dude, it's going to be really repetitive. When I'm that far out, it's going to be me making a second tank with a loadout and just like turret creeping, you know, because it's like, God, there's so many of them. I have no choice but to cheese it out. Because if I try and just be ballsy against that many bases, I'm going to try. Oh, hey, look, produce 10,000 advanced circuits per hour. Not bad. Ah, fuck. As I drive over 3 pipelines. Thank you, drones. The drones are a necessity for the tanks, huh? That's just something you'll end up needing. All right, but yeah. Okay. So yeah, because it's gonna be like, yeah, time to try defender bots. That Factorio blueprints are really bad in comparison to Factorio. Good to know. Good to know. I know they updated the Satisfactory blueprints to snap to each other, but they only did that when I was almost done with the game, which was like a year in. Well, like a year in. I was like, God, of course. Of course you do it now, you sons of bitches. Don't you know what this cost me? The Green Goblin from the really old Spider-Man movie. Can't do this to me. You know what I sacrificed. All right. Okay. Yeah, because I'm gonna... God, like, look how many of them. If I try and just do this with the tank, I'm going to be trying to dodge their shots, and I'll aggro 2 or 3 more nests on accident. They're just straight up growing into each other. Why can I see here? That is so weird. Oh, well. Yeah, and God, the one near the oil is terrifying looking. I really want artillery. They won't give it to me, but I wish they would. You're right. It is time to try defender bots, though. I mean, may as well. So I've been throwing nades. There are poison grenades, which does not sound good. In a game where the bugs rush you down and kill you near instantly, poison grenades sound terrible. There's a slowdown capsule. That sounds good. Radar just discovers chunks. Oh, radar just does that? Weird. Slowdown sounds useful. Defender capsules, which requires ammo that I have, gears and circuits, which is doable. It's just a pain to build, so I never did. Yeah, it takes steel. Ugh. And then you can upgrade that with advanced circuits to the distractor capsule. Right, distractor capsules do a lot less damage and don't move. But they attract enemies. I see. I think I prefer just to be throwing out extra guns. You just throw out extra guns on yourself. That does sound more useful, frankly. Okay, I could see why defenders would be good. What was the other one in the research? There was another one, which I think is like the ultimate drone or something like that. It was down here somewhere. It was the destroyer. Okay, I can look at its stats. So you turn distractors. Oh, it takes blue. Oh, miss me with that. And does electric damage. So it is like drastically better. But the cost, taking blue, bruh, I ain't made of oil over here. What you think this operation is, buddy? What do you think this operation is, buddy? I could see in a multi, and a lot of this thing is when I look at mechanics in this game, I often think, wow, that would be really fun if I wasn't streaming and I was playing multiplayer. You know what I mean? Because if I was multiplayer, rather than sitting here and going, God, I just don't have enough time, so I am skipping items, right? I've never even tried a laser turret, and I have tier 4 laser upgrades. But realistically, I just never have a reason to. Once I got flamer turrets, it's easier to just build a literal wall of flamethrowers and call it a day, because there's nothing in the game that can survive a wall of flamethrowers. At least so far, right? So it's one of those things of like, if we were in multiplayer, someone can go build those weird things somewhere and pipe them and train them in, and you can test stuff out a lot better. Which isn't necessarily good or bad. It's just what it is, right? It is what it is, as they do say. Where's that ammo? There we go. Yeah, I really gotta get more fuel. Well, I guess the other thing we need is fuel. Yeah. All right. I guess that gives us a plan. One thing redeems high cost. You get 5 bots for blue chip. That makes sense. And yeah, ideally, you know, I could do this again, right? I could make this again. I don't want to. Sounds awful. But I could copy paste each of these facilities now that I have them built. Which, if I have a good set, isn't too bad. Thanks for the stretch, Golden. Ugh. Might wrap up soon at this rate, honestly. Because I am sitting here like, wow. I feel kind of cooked in the sense of like, oh, I understand what to do. But we are at a point where what to do feels... It's a lot, but nothing of it feels impactful. Because it's like, I should double my blue chip production. So that 20 minutes down... How? How are you running out of fuel? I'm sending you to the fuel stops. The fuel stops do not have fuel. Why don't they have fuel? Why are you empty? What? What the fuck? Why are you not connected? God dang it. All right, hold on. Let's fix the fuel. We have it all fixed. I have it all perfect, and it's just deciding to not work. Ain't that the way? Ain't that the way of things? The things I do for them. All right. Things I do for you fools. Swear to God. Yeah. And I imagine once you get the bot network up, you can start working from the map, right? You radar everything. When things break, you just use the Phantom and let the bots handle it. But in order for that to work, you definitely want a centralized production, because centralized production also means you can then get centralized resources, right? So, okay. Yeah, in general, there's a lot of things you can do better, but, you know, we didn't know those things existed, so you can't do better when you don't know it exists. That's just life. Okay. What the fuck is wrong with you, brother? Oh, you're one too far, huh? You are... Yeah? That's the problem? I feel so defeated. Because it's just like, bro. Bro. Really? Both flow? No, you're going the wrong way. I gotta be very careful. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, thank God. All right, this should solve the problem. Let me grab some of this fuel up because I'll need it myself. Gotta go refuel these gosh dang trains. Refuel my tank line at it. Oh, right, I'm running coal. Let's put real fuel in. The trains can use the coal. Central wall making you things is a popular idea. Yeah, I get why people reach that. I get why. And why they call it the central mall. But I don't need a central mall. I just need more centralization than we have, right? As we have, it's things made where and when possible, which is good, but it is kind of wacky. It is a little awkward. And you see that, I think you really see that playing out practically, in that it's like, yeah, these things function. They do function. Don't get me wrong. They definitely don't function well. Like, we could absolutely get some better work done from bad boys. Mm-hmm. Left one in. How you doing? Doing good. Okay. Trains should be fine. Everyone has fuel. Thank God. Okay. We're good. Be happy. Thank God. Yeah. Because as we have it set so that everything is trained. But I guess if you build the bot network, you don't have to do that. The trains are just... You can rotate undergrounds with R. Okay, good to know. But yeah. We have the bot network, so that would move a lot of things. Now, it doesn't mean I need to automate bots, which means more batteries, which means more oil. It's all about that oil, baby. But it's all good to know. Things to handle in the future. All right. I won't lie, I did play like 4 hours of Factorio before we started, just so I could get us to a functional point. So I am kind of tired, and the Vtuber is broken, so got fuel directly in. I want to feel it. I need to know. You ever look a man in the eyes, and you know deep down that he's been refueled? That's what we're talking about here. That's what we're talking about, fools. That. All right. Yeah, I think we're pretty satisfied with today's work. We got to rockets. I could launch this bad boy. Oh yeah, hold on. I am making the light structures, right? Yes. Okay. We just aren't doing anything with them. 'Cause I didn't know what to do with them, right? How fast do they build? Incredibly slowly. This is not enough. Unbelievably slowly. All right. Let's go ahead and box that. Because we don't need them yet. But when we do, we'll be really glad that I have a crate full of them. You know what I mean? Like, let's go ahead and let those box up. Oh, completely deploy a resource patch. Oh, what did I use up? I bet it's the iron. Yeah, it's the starting iron that's just straight up gone. Yeah. That'll happen. That'll happen. Oh, well. Anyways. Where was... Down. God, I can't even move here anymore with the vehicles. Oh, what a nightmare world we live in, huh? We really got the good one. All right. Let's just go ahead and bloop. Alrighty then. Perfect. Low density structure will start stacking up. Blue we will start stacking up. We'll move those back. We'll just swap the grabbers to pull them back out and put them back in later on. But at the moment, we'll just stack them up until we can figure out what to do with it all. That's a good way to do it. All right. I like that. I like that. All right. Ugh. Yeah, nothing where stream can't get past. Just character select. Look. It's just the thing of me sitting here and being like, nothing here. Like, I don't think it'd be interesting for me. You know, you'd watch me sitting here building out a little gun production platform for some weapons. It's like, I don't think I need to do that. Was really my thought. Like, I don't think there's a point in doing that on stream. That seems like a waste of time. And I don't want to waste y'all's time. I don't want you to waste my time. You know what I mean? Not what I mean? Go ahead and limit these, by the way, because I really don't need very much tank ammo. And high-grade explosives, likewise. Maybe like that, twice as much. By the way, let's not waste that much gas on it. Because that's something that's actually valuable. All right. Well, shoot. All right. As a strawberry grandma candy because my phone was not charging. I don't know why. So we're grandma candy now. I can customize the engineer. How? I still don't know what these trash slots are. Not a clue in the world what the fuck those are. Like, does it just bring it to a box? Do you just put it in a pile of boxes you don't care about? I guess that's what it does. I'm sure there's a use. I just don't understand what it is. You can customize? Oh my god. Oh. I mean, I should be purple, right? Like a blue Han purple. Han purple's my color, as you know, as a Terracotta Warrior, so shit. I didn't even know I could do that. Oh my god, I'm purple. I didn't know that was a thing. I straight up didn't know that was a thing. Hell yeah. OSHA, eat your heart out. I'm now wearing a dark color that blends in at night. Okay, so logistics robots do just put trash. Okay, interesting. Oh, yeah, the bots do a lot. It's one of those things of like, looking at the game's tips, and this is a minor complaint, but like when I was looking at the logistic network, it's like, wow, you can do things. I'm like, okay, cool. But like, I don't know what the fuck this means. When it's like, oh, they move items to fulfill logistics. And I'm like, I guess they give me things? But because they don't explain how the roboports work, it's not very helpful, in my opinion. Construction is clear, because it's showing, oh, within the roboport. But it kind of implies that the range of the roboport is really low. It implies the range of the roboport is really low, and it doesn't explain the difference between the chests. Yeah, passive provider chests can be taken by robots to fulfill work. Okay, storage chest. They can be provided to fulfill work. Stores the items taken from player trash slots and deconstruction. Like, is this just better than a passive provider chest? These things seem identical. You know what I mean? Yeah, Factorio lets you do a lot. Wait, you can color the tanks? Hi. There's the equipment grid. God, this thing just... Okay. I got a real question. I feel like the exoskeleton's a fucking trap. Now, making the tank faster, that's a big deal, because that increases ramming speed damage. But the fact that it uses energy sucks. Because the portable solar panels make very little energy. they barely managed to outproduce the exoskeleton movement, which results in my batteries getting annihilated. And then all my stuff stops working. And I'm like, oh. I don't see a way to color this one. Oh well, that's not a big deal. At least I'm purple. We zoom out, it's just a field of factory buildings. All right, well, yeah. You know what? I do need to save my voice for tomorrow, so let's not go, or it's been 3.5 hours or long by putting rocket fuel. I need to make rocket fuel, but we just need fuel in general, which again requires fighting through the desert hellscape, which is 100% an offline thing, because this is gonna take a while. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, this is gonna take a while to finish off. Look at that. That looks bad. Oh, and they're all mediums. Yeah. Cool. Sick. Check out this one. Oh yeah. That is a lot of spawners. Coward. I am a coward. That's why we turret creep in this house. I love winning. I love winning like a fucking coward. That's what we are about, Idacella. We're about cowardice and grandma candy here. Why am I saving obsessively? I don't know. I will continue to do it. I will continue. All right. All right. But as we head out, as we hop off for the night, I just realized if I transition to my like late night screen, like the end screen, or not the end screen, but like the evening chatting screen. Yeah, purple tank. Yeah. Oh, it just auto changes when you get into it. I see. You know why it does that? It's so that players can tell their vehicles apart in multiplayer. That makes sense. It's a multiplayer thing. Okay. Neat. Hell yeah. Purple. But hey, catch us tomorrow. I'm going to be playing Grand Archive with a friend. We're playing some Grand Archive, trading decks with each other, that the other person has to manage to beat you with your own deck. That is the goal. The winner is the loser. I think it'll be fun. I hope it'll be fun. It'll be my first time trying this idea, and I'm glad I got someone to sign up for it. So, with that said, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. Whatever, if you're on YouTube or Twitch, you know what that means. I don't... That... and you'll catch us. We'll be here tomorrow. I'm going to keep playing Factorio. I don't know. It'll be definitely Thursday at the... No, it won't be Thursday. You know why? Because Thursday is my 2nd year of streaming. That's my streaming anniversary. I have nothing planned. I was like, oh my god, it's already the 2nd year. I spent literally half of the year trying to troubleshoot and repair my fucking PC. Thanks, Intel. You the best. God damn it, Intel. Swear to God, I do so much for you and you betray me. Those motherfuckers. All right. Anyways, what does that mean? Don't worry about it. But yeah. So we might have to skip a week on Factorio because our normal Thursday Factorio is going to get eaten up by something. It might just be a chill chatting stream. Or maybe like Vintage Story. Vintage Story while talking about anniversary might work. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I got a couple days. I just didn't think the time would pass. Oh god, we're in 2026. Wow. That last quarter decade was rough. Let's hope the next one. Yikes. All right. With that said, thank you for dropping by. I can't really do it out because I am Grandma Candy right now. But thank you, fools, for being here. Go ahead and take care of yourself, right? Go ahead and stretch a little bit and go grab some water. When was the last time you actually moved for serious? It's good to do. Get some blood flowing and you'll think better. and you'll do better. Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead and wash your face too, because it's always, always worth it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for dropping by. And I'll see you next time, fools. Bye. No water? No. It's never too late for wickwits. Never too late for wickwits. Move for hours straight. Ah, yes. Well, I mean, if you're at work, I guess it depends at work. I don't move at all at my work, and it's fucking awful. it's one of the things of like, wow, I wish I sat down at work, and then you actually have a desk job, and you're like, wow, this sucks. Because it also means people start talking to you for like 3 hours, and you're like, bro, can I like do my stuff? Like, do not do things? Anyways, thank you all for dropping by. Have a lovely, lovely night.